Hello and welcome. Well, it is that time of the week already where we are going to do a weekly recap, or should I say weekly Rebrick of all of the bits and pieces. Good evening to John. The next thing I was about to say. Is anybody going to be buying these Crocs? So I've got the fancy software this evening so I can share your thoughts and comments on the screen with regards to this new thing that they are doing. Now, I do believe if we wanted to do a deep dive into these things, there is actually a press release from Crocs themselves, which is always a weird and wonderful thing. Good evening, DJI. Hopefully you are well. Yes, so there's a press release from Crocs. Apparently it's going to be a multi-year thing. And we will be investigating what this is all about in this live stream because we obviously take all this news very, very seriously here on this channel. Well, I don't know. I can't quite keep a straight face. But good evening to DJI. Hopefully you are good. And of course, hello again to John. And we'll wait for the notification things go out like we normally do. And then we will just tuck in to everything. Of course, if you are watching this on the replay, a poll running as normal. So over that week, I think Zelda was last Friday, but it doesn't make a difference because, of course, they have done another Nintendo Easter egg, which is obviously Luigi. So over that 7 days-ish, which is the winner? Nice and simple. The new Crocs, the Line Nights giveaway, the Line Dance, giveaway purchase, which, to be fair, is a very good giveaway. The Zelda set, which we'll be taking another look at tonight. And, of course, the Easter egg from Mario. And it does look like it's going to be another car. So we will wait and see what happens with all of that. So, of course, there's some different bits and pieces running on the website. Get the Lego, of course. We didn't even look at these yesterday. So let's just cover all of these as the notifications go out. So you get the Go-Kart Racer, $349. Now, it might not seem, I say this every single time. It may not seem like much because, you've got to spend £35 to get something very, very, what you would think is cheap. But I say this because the ones I do believe you get as a giveaway purchase compared to the ones that you buy in store, they have this on the back. So you do get Kids Go Free to the Legoland. So that's actually quite a lot of money knocked back off. And you can see it's got California, New York, Florida, Lego Discovery Centers in North America, and obviously it'll be the same thing over here, I would imagine, for the UK. They always tend to put the American stuff on there. So that's not actually a bad giveaway, because if you do have a little sprocket and you want to take them to Lego Park, then obviously you can do. And of course, this one goes with, I do believe, the other giveaway that they did do last year. So I do believe that color scheme was a go-kart from last year. Obviously, this is going to be in the newer paper bag type thing now. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what that is like and if people actually care about that whatsoever. Anything else up at the top we have? So we've got the flower stand. That's the next thing that comes in. Get the flowers. So it's obviously a friend. Same principle, £35. This is valid with Lego Themes Friends, Disney, the Dollhouse, and the Creator 3-in-1. It's valid from the 19th to the 28th. But again, that's the front of it. So nice looking thing. 55 pieces if you want to add to your friend's bit. But again, on the back, it does have the Kids Go Free to the Legoland Park. So I actually think, to be fair, as much as we joke about giveaways and how silly the Croc shoes might be, that's not bad, to be fair, because obviously you're going to spend more money in the park than what? It's a clever business model, but the fact that you are getting entry to the theme parks for free under a certain age, it is, I don't know what they class the age of children for, Legoland. But yeah, so you're going to spend more money than whatever in it, because in the UK, the Merlin Group basically, when was it? Over 1 weekend, over a 48-hour period, if you redeemed your park ticket and paid basically your park ticket again, you got the rest of the year for free, because they worked out that they just make so much money, people spending in the park. But this was when Merlin were in trouble, and it was only the Legoland parks actually keeping them up and down. John's like, cool go-kart. So he said, cool go-kart, not as cool. Now, if you're not a Lego Friends fan, we have a feeling very nostalgic, because still because of the Ninjago MV. Happy days. Well, you can't go wrong with that, can you? You can't go wrong with that. I've been binge watching Series 1 all over again. Got to the point of where it's in a theme park and they've got all of the fangs, the fang blades. And now, of course, I want to get all those minifigures that I don't actually have from 15 years ago. Now, we did cover this yesterday, but again, just waiting for notifications to go out. I think this, to be fair, is a very, very strong giveaway. So the plan of attack this evening is we are going to be doing what we're doing now, taking a detailed look at these Crocs, seeing all the other sets that have come out over the last 7 days, find out what it is you guys and girls are going to be building. And then, as I did say yesterday, I actually want to do a little bit of research into the previous sets from this theme, because this was at one point exclusive to the Legoland parks, and this was also a regional exclusive. So I've spoken about this before, that they're now not doing regional sets anymore. That's why we're getting the Chinese New Year stuff across the board, because people really wanted to get hold of these sets outside of obviously China and places like that. And they were available every year, but only at the Legoland stores. So there's quite a lot of them with regards to the bigger sets, the smaller sets. Very, very pretty detailed stuff. It's basically like the Ninjago stuff with regards to the detail. I think a lot of people all have the same one. So it'll be interesting to see who else has any of the others, because I think I've got one. I think a few of you have all got the same type of set. So this, as a giveaway, it's worth $24.99 and it's £135 or more. Of course, it will change for dollars. But this is actually worth more money in pieces than the Creel House. So it says it all, really, with regards to just what this is like. It's half a base plate length in each. So it's not too bad. Just 5 inches each. Yeah, this is. So I think this is the big problem, John, because that's why they were regional. Because I think obviously they touch home with different nationalities and all that kind of thing. But the actual sets are great for pieces and mocks. So if you wanted to get, obviously not so much now, this is why I want to do a little bit of research of them, because now they've gone back to a bit more sort of statuesque type, whereas years gone by, they did much bigger sets, didn't they? So just be interesting to see how they've changed over the years, really, because they've done this as a big parade, and then they've done a fair few of the others as well, which is always nice. So let's have a look at something in the background. What have they done? Because it's the spring lantern set is the one that I've got, and years gone by, because I think that that was it. The restaurant sold out. What set number was that? 80113 was the set number. So can you ever remember these? This thing. Fantastic price, 1,823 pieces, and you get an army of minifigures with it. But this was one of the first ones that did sell out well before the end of the year, because obviously it's such a big thing. So I want to see what else. So I missed this. I said to myself, I've got to pick it up before the end of the year. Yada yada yada. It'll go well with Ninjago, just like the spring lantern stuff. It's just a nice looking thing. The buildings, I mean, not so much. I can't really make the big dragons and stuff work, and obviously I appreciate that they are kind of like, I guess they've gone for more Christmas decoration theme, but for a new year, because they're out on display for, I think they have them out on display for a month, don't they? For traditionally, I think they're out on display for 4 weeks, 6 weeks. And whereas this, obviously, you can just add in, and it's part of the Spring Lantern Festival. This I should have got. Again, amazing price point. Looks a really good build. Again, if you're a fan of minifigures, and fantastic. But you've got all the stuff that would work well with Ninjago from a fascia perspective, and it's just be a different street. So I'm going to look at this later on for these sorts of sets, once we've gone through all the other little bits and pieces and what you guys and girls are up to. So hello, I have this one. Well, yeah, that's it. That's why we're going to be looking at it. So we're going to be looking at all the retired Chinese New Year sets later on, because I think it's a bit hit and miss with regards to what they can be used for. But this one I should have picked up, and I did a bit of a schoolboy error. But the older ones were like this, which I don't think you guys would have seen in the States. And I think people slept on them in the UK because, like I said, I saw them every year because I went to a Legoland park every year. So I could always see them in stores. Like, oh, these are amazing. But yeah, they were the regional sets at the time, and then they don't do those things anymore. Yeah, that's it. So it's personal. When it comes to this kind of thing, yeah, I think it's personal preference, but I think everybody liked this one to a degree because you could just use it in a street. It's tall, and it's a nice looking thing. So yes, we'll be doing some research on this later on, but we will cover the bits and pieces. Yeah, so it was in the States. This one was. Oh yeah. But I'm talking about the older ones, John. The older ones. There was loads of them, loads and loads and loads of them. So for years and years they did these, and it wasn't until they did a press release saying that they're not going to do regional exclusives. So if you went to your Legoland Florida, you could have picked up the ones from years gone by, because they had the really nice rowing boat races and loads of other ones like multiple buildings and things, which were never in store in the UK. I know they weren't because people, every time they went into their Legoland park, they were amazed to see these things. But I'm talking a long time. This has been out for ages and ages and ages. This theme has anyway. So we are going to be covering the bits and pieces in the poll. What we'll do is we've done the Line Nights giveaway. I think there's enough of you in now that we can very quickly look at the Crocs, and you can. Well, the worst thing is that I've already seen the price. I don't own a pair of Crocs. I'm not very fashionable. I don't care about anything clothing wise, whatever else like that. But I've even typed in the Crocs. It's not going to work, is it? What's it going to be under? It's under the newest bit. I cannot believe the price. And this isn't going to be the first. This is the first of many. Are you ready? Look at them. So without cheating, and you put them beside the floral things, you would think that they would be as a normal price pair of shoes, wouldn't you? I don't know how much Crocs are. I don't know if Crocs are collectible. I don't know what they are, but it says it's £199. Now, John said it's $149.99 US, but I went on the Lego website before, John, and it said $199. Because if it's £199 but only $150, they must have the price wrong for the UK. Because of course the pound's stronger than the dollar. So if you were to do £199 in dollars, what is that at the moment? What are we looking at? So £199 in dollars is $271 at the moment. So that's the that's the difference. So yeah, at the moment, so this is what I wanted to have a look at. So Lego USA, because I saw this, I think I might have seen the same post as John, but that was Singapore dollars, I do believe, because they were in Asia, but they put the dollar symbol for dollar, like your American dollar, not the Singapore dollar. So again, it's just, I'll just check now. But when I checked before, it was $200. It is, yeah. $200, John. There you go. So, yes, it's 109 at the moment, it's $199. But the one that John's seen is what I saw. There was a post, but the creator isn't from America, I don't think, but put dollar. But I think he used the wrong symbol because I think the Singapore dollar is slightly different, and that did say $149.99. Because when I saw $149, I was like, oh, it's going to be about £100. Nope, it is at the moment. It has to be wrong. I would think they'll be wrong, and because at the moment when you click on it and you go to select your size, all the sizings aren't available. As you can see, they are not available, and I'm sorry, but I don't really want to pay over, like, I know what average pair of trainers now are probably anywhere between £30 and £50, and that hurts just to get that. There's no way. It's not going to happen. I am not doing that. I had to reread that. Like I'm trying to figure out what it said. Yes, exactly. I completely agree, John. Completely agree. It actually cut. Oh, we have to do this, don't we? So this is the sizes that you've got. Obviously, I'm on the UK website at the moment. Nothing's available. It does, though, as a selling point, come with one minifigure and 4 variations of its own clog. And as you can see just up there, they have given you, it's not even a new mold. They've just given you 4 little pieces with a bog standard old, because that figure, don't forget that figure that they've used, I do believe is the figure they have outside the Lego house, which is also the upscaled minifigure that they have. But you're paying for that, aren't you? You're paying for that and you're paying for that on the same thing. So they both want their IP. So because don't forget, it's a Croc brand. Don't forget, this is a Croc thing, and you can select them on the Lego website. But there is a press release, and it's been sold on the Croc website. So Lego wouldn't have priced it like this. It would have been Croc, but that is what you get. There you go, Shibo. That is your minifigure. Good evening to the monkey. How are we? So that is Jay's better half. That's not Jay's better half, not Shibo. This is Jay's better half. So Jay's Toy Collection UK. Are you going to be getting a pair of Crocs, Cheeky Monkey? I haven't seen anything so bizarre in ages, to be fair. And I don't know if you can get them in different colours. I'm assuming they're not just going to do them in red. I've seen the luggage that they've. Is it eye luggage? So it's a really sturdy brand that's got into bed with Lego for the luggage. And if you are bored and watch my Legoland California shop tour, they have a whole section of luggage which I'd never ever seen before, and that was super sturdy. And to be fair, was a relatively good price for an actual huge suitcase or a pack of 3. You know, where they're like Pac-Man, where they go inside each other. Whereas I can't quite fathom how this is £200, to be honest. And the worst thing is, they look massive. They've got to be a collector's thing, haven't they? People aren't going to be wearing these out. This is a Croc product with the Lego Group. This is an actual shoe that you can buy if you really wanted it for £200. Now, I'm sure people will love it, but I have no idea. Where's the press release? Because they've done them in the past, haven't they? They've done the children's one in the past. Ah, there we go. Here we go. Right. We don't do things by halves. Which role best describes you for this news visit? What should I click on? That one? That one. Oh, you can only click on one. I'm not really a blogger or a content creator, am I? I'll put that. We're an adult fan. Right. So, Lego Group and Croc enter a multi-year global partnership. And that is them. There we go. Look at the size of them. Woo! Incredible. Hang on. You've lost me on that one, John. I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't understand that reference. DJI says, "Well, yeah, you're gonna look silly. That is for sure." Yeah, the luggage, the multi bag of luggage, which was the big, medium, and small suitcases, were cheaper than a pair of shoes. And a good suitcase, like a hard, sturdy suitcase, obviously, as we know, they get battered, are normally quite expensive. But I want to know who's going to take the plunge and actually wear these. How can you walk in them? I don't understand, because I'm assuming it's for you to walk around the house, so you don't stand on the bricks and you're walking in them instead. But Could you imagine trying to drive in these things? I would actually. I would. If I got given a pair, I would be stupid enough to try and walk these in to a Lego store. Because I actually have, in all fairness, I got given a pair of the Lego Adidas trainers years ago when they first came out, and I've still got them in the box. Well, we'll have a look. We'll have a look what the material is. Oh, Samsonite luggage. Ah, there we go. There we go. John knows. John knows. Sorry, I was wondering when that was. Yeah. So it's Samsung. I thought it was eye luggage. Yeah. Yeah. They because you've got the shiny shell, and then you've got the actual brick where it sort of almost sticks out a little bit. But they had loads of them in California, loads and loads of different ones. Lego King says Lego Crocs. No, you won't, Lego King, because you haven't seen the price of these yet. So we won't do that. I won't make you do that. We don't want it. Yeah, these things are huge. These things are huge. So just soak this in, and you can you guys and girls can start reading the press release yourself, because I'm too lazy to read that. I am just trying to find the luggage from Samsonite website. Oh, yes, yeah. Yeah, that's weird, actually. I was trying to think. I'll try to remember what that was. And John said it. I was like, was it? It's like, yes, it was, because it's all in the history museum. So I've got that up next as well. But what John, I've got up in front of me now what John is talking about. In fact, we'll jump to that, and then we'll come back to these shoes, because in case John's busy. So what John was saying is Samsonite made Lego like 60 years ago. So what it is for the Lego group to start to go international, they obviously made up a deal with Samsonite. It didn't go very well, but they tried. And here it is. So it was a Lego system. They had a 9-year license for so they were basically distributors for the North American distribution rights. I don't think they actually they began marketing the sets under the name Lego Samsonite in 1961 and in Canada in 1962, but I'm not too sure they had the Lego factory there. So I think they got sent the sets, and then it got put through. But if I remember rightly, it crumbled because of there we go. Imported the speciality features such as the trees and the vehicles from Billund. Yeah, so they did have them. So Samsonite manufactured the basic bricks in their existing Stratford factory. Interesting. Okay. And they imported the specialist pieces from the vehicles in Billund. The original US retail assortment was not the same as the European assortment, but was at least marketed similarly. They offered a series of sets, including large town plan, 725 and 717. In 1965, opened up a second plant, 50,000 facility in Colorado, exclusively to Lego manufacturing. And by the mid-1960s, was marketing almost a complete different assortment than Europe. There we go. A licensing dispute ended the arrangement in the United States in 1972. I knew it all fell through, and it remained a distributor until 1988. It's just amazing, though, to think that if they actually got it right, how much bigger earlier Lego in general would have been in the States. But in the Lego house, they have the full history of the Lego brick from literally year on year. And I remember reading about these bits and pieces, but the name Samsonite, it just didn't ring a bell. But they are now doing the luggage, which is this. So there we go, done full circle. So that's your luggage. They've got the backpacks, the big luggages, and other bits and pieces as well. There's other stuff. So not only is there suitcases, there is obviously these £199, may I add, and we are now carrying on with this. So, Billund 2023, Billund, Denmark, January 23rd, 2026. The Lego Group today announced. Oh, it's today. Of course, it was today, isn't it? This press release came out this morning. Then, a world leader in innovative casual, may I add, footwear, bringing together two icons of self-expression. Is it iconic? Just look at that for a second. I'm sure they'll sell out. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. Right, let's catch up with everything. So Shira says they look huge. Lego King's too tired to count. You guys and girls. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so yeah, actually fell. They distributed. Now we know they distributed it until mid 80s. I'm assuming they still got the factories, so maybe you never know that they might be. I don't know if they'd ever get back into bed now. Lego's getting their own factory over there, but it's amazing what history could have done. Amazing what history could have done. But no, I remember it falling through because if I remember rightly, their marketing, like, it was completely off from what the Lego Group wanted it to be. It wasn't just the very interesting story, very, very interesting story, because they basically just didn't follow the guidelines and kind of just veered away from what the Lego Group wanted them to do. And just think, you basically had that contract in your hand, and we know obviously Lego now is a global giant, but what could it have done for that company of distributing around America then? Think how much more money that company would have made. But they pulled it out completely, and then because they had to get another distributor after the 80s as well, so somebody else ended up having to do it because of how it all. Because Billund Airport was made to get the stuff out, because of course they had such a big problem because they started to produce these sets and they couldn't get them out to. They didn't have like a worldwide network as such. So what is this all about? So it's a classic clog, apparently, charmed with fearless self-expression design. The Lego Group and Crocs have come together to celebrate people's bold, unapologetic creativity. Well, that's they. I don't know. They people wear them. People are going to wear them. And luckily, I can just walk away from this and not have to worry about it whatsoever. But there you go. So that's where they've got it from. They've got it retailing at 149.99. So that's where they've got it from. But clearly, or maybe it is. Maybe it is going to be $150, and the pound price point's cheaper. So there's going to be multiple products launched through 2026, including Crocs' largest licensed assortment, the Charms. Products for adults and kids, inviting everybody to participate in a playful self-expression. Global presence in all major markets with select in-store experiences to bring the Crocs Cross, the Lego Group partnership to life. I could not imagine walking around the Legoland Lego Park in one of those. I don't know. Is that going to be you? Come on, John. I can see John in a pair of these. Right, let's catch up with the chat. I think you might be in a bit of a delay, Lego King. You might be in a bit of a delay. Maybe you just need to shoot it through. Yeah, maybe need to push it over. But with regards to the poll, Zelda is winning at the moment. Crocs have got 27%. The Lion Dance has got 27%. And nobody's happy for Luigi. I'm surprised with that. I thought people would have cared about that. Lego collaborate with everybody, don't they? This is very true. But they're doing it with Adidas. They're doing it with Nike. They've got all the clothing stuff as well. Oh, they've done this stuff for ages, DJI. Done this stuff for ages. But obviously, Crocs is now a completely different thing. I'm sure these will sell, and I'm sure people will get a pair. I wonder what the box is like. I wonder if it's a proper brick box, like it's something fancy, or not so much. But this press release, actually, I am on the US website. So something's not quite right because it's saying $149, but we've just checked and it's $199. And going back over to this, it is £199, which we said is what, $275. Well, John, I don't know. John is all over the Crocs this evening. He's a Croc fan. So yeah, that is well, there we go. I think we spent enough time looking at Crocs. What's next on the list? Well, Tim's just said, I thought it was April Fool's. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that about for quite a few things. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be a joke. Hey, it doesn't matter, is it? It's going to make people happy, and that is all that matters. And if it makes people happy, then well, you live in the dream, aren't you? That's all you need to worry about. That's all you need to worry about. Right. Let me just check something. Yeah, that's the main thing. As long as you're happy, that is all that matters. All that matters. Now, what have I done? Right. Let's get Zelda up on the screen. You guys can go since Zelda. So we'll start off with this one. So out the two, has anybody got this? We did cover this last week, but I know we've got different people in this evening. So does anybody got this Zelda set? Is anybody a fan of this? Guys and girls, I have to let me know. Because again, it's something that I've not done, I've not got. It does look nice though. It does look nice. It's just not my. I just don't know if I can make it work in my theme park. That's the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing. I just don't know if I can make it work. Because the other one, definitely not. This one maybe is like an entrance exit, but I don't know. Right. Oh, so we'll go back to the Crocs. You get one. Oh yeah. Well, sorry, I jumped that, didn't I? We can't get away from the Crocs. Hey. Ah. Well, at least they're advertising DC. It's Crocs, isn't it? What are they calling it? Right. So the minifigure you get with these, and I don't know where it's going to. I'm assuming the bits don't come off. I would imagine, looking at that, you could probably stack a storage container on the top of it because it'll probably fit, potentially. But the actual minifigure it comes with, that's it. That's your badger. It doesn't. It's nothing exclusive about it, but that is the figure. There we go. So you can make your Crocs up. You can collect all four of them if you want to. Fan of the games from the 90s. Can't go wrong with that then. You can't go wrong. Well, good evening to you, Tim. Hopefully you are fit and well. 3, 2, 1. Good evening, one and all. Good evening to you. Hopefully you are good. We are just looking at the last couple of minutes of the Crocs. I don't know if you're a fan of these. I don't know if you're going to be getting them. And I don't know if anybody's going to be getting it just for the minifigures. But that is yours. To be honest, doesn't look too thrilled in that photo. But they are huge. They are huge. There we go. But I'll just let you soak that in for another minute, and then we'll move on. But yeah, the minifigure there does not look happy at all. To be fair, does not look happy at all. So we will now be looking at the Zelda bits and pieces. So with 13 votes in at the moment, and with 38% for Zelda, 23% for the Crocs, 31% for the giveaway, and we've now finally had a vote for the Easter egg that was on the Instagram page from the Lego group. Because that's obviously going to be the next Mario Kart, so we're now going to have a bit of a Nintendo session now. Nintendo. There we go. So they've done well, I think, Nintendo, with regards to doing just. It seems to be Nintendo is the only license at the moment where they're doing completely different bits and pieces. It's still annoying that they're not doing minifigures, but I think maybe they might not actually be allowed to do it after reading the licensing from other bits and bobs, because there's other companies that do smaller toys, which Jay collects, all of them. And maybe they just can't do it because the scale's too close together. I mean, obviously we know what the scale of a minifigure is, but like the scale of the company that does the Nintendo Mario stuff, it's probably about the size of a mobile phone. Different size phones for different size characters. And yes, John, I thought that as well. The minifigure contemplating jumping off the shoe. He just didn't look happy, that minifigure, did it? Could you imagine more? Well, let's be honest. If you walked over Lego bricks or cracked your foot on the side of the table, probably wouldn't hurt, would it? So that'd be all right. Are you sure? There we go. Born to build Lego, forced to work. I reckon you're going to get them. I think you're going to end up getting them. You're going to be the first one out the group. There'll be a brand new packet. I bet people crumble if the box is like a limited edition fancy thing and nobody want to open up the box. I bet people will start to crumble with that. She said, Dad, you'll have the figure, I'll have the croc. There we go. That's it. Well, they do them in children's sizes, Summer. They do them in children's sizes. So yeah, they have them across the board in different sizes. But I think we can all agree with regards to the Mario stuff. Every year they release something completely different, and it's one of the only themes that they risk stuff with. So the Game Boy itself is obviously basically like for like. It's exactly the same as a Game Boy, so you can't go wrong. This is the Easter egg that they released earlier. Actually, if I find a link on Lego Luigi and Mario Kart, it should be all over the place. So they did an official teaser. So it's the Mac Model 8 is what it's called, I think. Here we go. So this is why it's in, because that's it. That's what they've released. This image is from the official Lego Instagram page. And it's a video where Mario's looking to the side and you can see the cart that's just beside it. I thought that was going to be shown off now. I genuinely thought we would be talking about Luigi this evening, and instead we've been talking about a pair of Crocs. Hey, I was waiting for this to come out to make a video on it, and all of a sudden we've got Crocs instead. So it looks like it's this vehicle. This is the vehicle that's going to be coming from. I don't know if anybody's a fan of these. They do look incredible on display. The build's good. They look great. The build is good. But yeah, I don't know if you guys and girls like this kind of thing or not. But shout out to Jay and his brick blog again. It's amazing to get all it because it's so much news. And also, in all fairness, this is the Instagram page that I saw the Crocs on first as well. So I think he's affiliated with the Lego group. But yeah, you can see this. You can see the size difference of that. It looks like it's going to be a much bigger wheelbase. It looks like it's going to be a much wider cart as well. I'm assuming the actual Luigi will be exactly the same size as the other one. Sturdy enough. It works well, but I don't think it's everybody's cup of tea. But the Bowser was very, very good. And if they carry on going down this larger scale line, it'll be quite interesting to see what happens in the future. So yeah, this is potentially the size and scale of what the other one's going to be. It's big. It is big. It does take up a lot of space. I do like the fact it comes on the stand, so you can angle it a couple of different ways as well. This was potentially going to be on my chopping block, but now I'm thinking actually I might make a custom go-kart track. I might bite the bullet and actually do it, or do a downhill thing, or do something. But yeah, you got hand movement, head movement, swivel. You know, it does all the little bits and pieces that you want it to do. But maybe this is the way that they're going to go now. Maybe they're going to be, because don't forget this, if you like it or not, this sold out basically worldwide. And I know it did because I was in the Philippines when this got released. And it was sold out on the Lego website. It was sold out in store in the UK because it was even sold out in the airport before I got to fly out. And it wasn't available in any Lego store in the Philippines either. You could not get this for love or money. So it was on a pre-order. I got mine because I had to get it with the cube. B Bandits. Hola, how are we? Hola to you. That is as much as my Spanish can go. But hello to you. Hopefully you are good. So have you got the Bowser? Lego King, because Bowser is amazing. So, but they've already done a Bowser. That's been out. That's just retired. Toad will be next potentially, but Bowser's been done. Not in a cart, but they've done it in the big stand. I've missed some of the comments coming through. Let me have a look. So, I have my Lego Ninjago hat on my cart. Made the Bricklink order last Wednesday. Next day they cancelled it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's horrible, isn't it? Horrible. What have I missed with this? Not too sure. I actually don't know. Did they? Let's have a look. What are they? Ninjago and Hype. Oh, they did. Yeah. There we go. Another Ninjago collaboration with Hype. No products to show though. All the products have gone. They haven't got anything. Oh, it was the clothing. Yes, they did. Yeah, because they don't manufacture any of the stuff, do they? So they just affiliate themselves with other brands, and it just you can get them. You can easily get all the stuff in store. In the Legoland parks again, but it's very expensive. Some of it is very, very expensive. All right, let's carry on. So I don't know if B Bandits is still here, but again, hola to you. Sorry, I missed that chat coming through. Yeah, so Bowser, they did Bowser ages ago. Because it's in a sale in Argos at the moment, the big Bowser. What's Bowser's SKU number? I know it's the Mighty Bowser, but surely it should. Hate Lego website when it doesn't bother doing the words right. Lego Bowser. Super Mario, the Mighty Bowser. It is 71411. This is the Badger. That one. Yeah, you must have seen that, Lego King, surely. Because this was out before the Mario Kart. So, Shibo, bless you. I haven't got a clue. Right. Hang on. Pause. Summer is in trouble. It says K, then of the blue sky. What? Not? It's not Cloud Kingdom, is it? With a K? I think Cloud Kingdom spelled with a C. No, Cloud Kingdom's with a C, not a K. Is there anything else you can actually share with us, Lego King, for that? I'm going to need to know a little bit more than that, I think. Do with a relic. So it's K of the blue sky. Do with relics. K then of the blue sky. It's the K that's got me confused. I'm cheating. Found the artifacts of Ninjago on Fandom. We've got all these pop-ups. It's impossible to look at some of these. You can carry on looking at these. Hang on. What? That's going to bug me now. I'm going to get to the right tab and catch up with the chat. It said a relic K of the blue sky. Oh, okay. Hang on. Anybody else want to join in on this? That's absolutely fine. Yeah, that's it. You can have a look. Yeah, that's thrown me. I have to have a think. But yeah, this is your Bowser, so you can get a Bowser on this one, no problem at all. Looks great. But if we go over to the new Zelda, we're looking at, won't we? No, the Zelda. Close. There we go. Yeah, so this is the newer one. We're looking at this. It's still available for pre-order, so they haven't hit their pre-order limit yet. And I think a lot of you really did like the look of this one. It's not for me. I've really got a clue, to be fair, what I'm looking at. But is anybody going to pick this one up? That's the question. Any of you lot going to get this or not? Oh, it goes 50% off. Yeah, that's fair enough. Where else is it going to be? We know it's at Smith's. We know it's going to be in a few other places. Oh, right. There we go. That was a weapon scroll, was it? It was that's thrown me why it was a blue sky. Cantana scroll. Golden Cantana. I can't even find what you're talking about through any Cantana scroll. That is just one of these, isn't it? That's what it is. It's their weapon. Lost by it says blue sky, but there we go. You found it, so that's fine. You found it. Which is good. Yeah, so for me, I'm like John. I've got no interest in the Zelda bits and pieces. The Mario Kart does look good, but I'm in two minds to either sell the Mario Kart and not get Luigi, or get Luigi and make a go-kart track. Because of course I'm looking at it from a theme park perspective, but I am favouring getting more and more Ninjago stuff this year now. So I might be backtracking some bits and pieces, and there's a lot of minifigures that I need to pick up. And talking of minifigures, that's a very, very good print on that one. And obviously, all I know is Link in the middle. Couldn't tell you who the other two who the other two are. Now, we know that there's a certain individual flying this evening. So I do believe Ultrabricks is on an airplane right now. So if you are watching this on the replay, Ultrabricks, hello. Said they would join if the Wi-Fi was good enough on the plane. Being expensive, it'd be an expensive live stream if they were doing that. So hopefully they're not bored. But yeah, this kind of screams like the more basic Star Wars stuff that we were looking at the other night, because obviously we did that full deep dive into all of the Star Wars sets the other night, and this reminds me of like the older play sets. They're very, very basic, probably do exactly what they need to do. It's probably exactly how the level is on the game or whatever it is like that, and then they've just put all the detail into this. And I think that might be a new mold, because we were talking about that last week. It was Sheba that I was asking. I think that might be a new mold. I'm just reading what Lego King has said. It was in the Ninjago Rising Dragon, yeah. It was the villain, got a baby dragon on his back in a mask. No, I'm even more confused now. I will have to research. I've literally just watched series 1 again from the Rising Dragon. So I'm determined to find the set, the Lego set that you've got it in. Because there's not. Oh, from the magazine. Oh, right. Oh, you're talking about something different. Ah, right. Sorry. Yes, you. I know the one you've got. You've got the clear. You got the clear leg one, haven't you? I know who you've got, because I saw that. I saw that one as well. Hang on, I'm having 3 conversations now. I can find it. I think. No, that's not the one. That's the one I've just got. I've just got TYR. That's the one. I've just got this one from the magazine. I'm not too sure if that's the same magazine or not. Might be the one. Oh, deconstructing Star Wars sets as we speak. Speak. Definitely don't need another random. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I'm the same. I'm going to be taking some bits and pieces away, and then focusing more on certain areas. Marvel DC is obviously going to be staying, potentially expanding. Disney, I think, is completely going to go first. That is going to be the first thing that goes. Potentially the Mario is also on the chopping block. And then I want to be extending the Ninjago. In case people didn't realise, I do quite like the Ninjago stuff. And I quite like looking at the older sets. So on probably Sunday, I'm going to be doing a Ninjago stream backtracking Series 1. Because Series 1 sets, I want to see all the different snake characters and all that kind of thing. But with Zelda, it's just over a base plate wide and it's 6.5 tall. So it's a nice looking set. It works really, really, really well. If you're a fan of it, happy days. If you're not, you're not. So it is what it is. But there is other stuff to look at. I keep forgetting there's the educational stuff. I got too sidetracked with the Crocs. I still can't believe that is a thing. Right, so the yellow motorcycle is looking by itself. So they have revealed a new flower wall. So I do believe that's the first ever time they've got flowers going up a wall. So I don't know if you can actually screw. You can. There you go. So you can screw these up onto the wall, which I think it's the first ever time they've done that kind of design. So you know full well that they're just going to get more and more creative and larger. This theme is not going to go away. And you can get early access to this on the 1st. So I'm assuming they think this is going to sell out, because this is your VIP. They're pushing this for the sort of VIP, but it is pretty. I mean, if you're into your flowers, because don't forget, I don't know if you get them over in the States, but we get pop-up shops over here where people just sell the elements. So there'll be like a weekend pop-up shop where you can actually literally build your own bouquet. So it's up to you. One Brickstad, how are we? Good evening to you. Good evening, good evening. Hello, Hacksaw Hank. How are we to you? The Imperium chapter. Oh, which Imperium are we talking about? Are we talking about Ninjago? Yeah, that's it. So it's well, yeah, that's it. I know a lot about the Rising Dragon show, so just stick with it because don't forget if you can get through it quick enough, you'll probably get there just before Series 4 releases. So Series 4 is on its way coming. Let me check this very, very important poll. Zelda is at 44%. The Crocs, I'm afraid, guys, is now down to 19%. So that's getting less and less. The Lion Knight, I keep saying Lion Knights, the Lion's Dance giveaway, which I think we can all agree is gorgeous, 25% for those. And the Easter egg for Luigi is at 12%. And here's Ryan. Ryan's here. After all, you are my flower wall. So as Ryan is here, I have seen the suspected list for a CMF wave, which is what we've been talking about, which makes no sense whatsoever because we thought it was going to be all classic characters from classic seasons and series and stuff like that. And there is something linking to Willy Wonka, I do believe. So I don't know what it is. It just says chocolate something in brackets Willy Wonka. I saw that list about half an hour before I went live, and I could not believe we are getting a random goalkeeper with supposedly a Bionicle figure and a Ronin Ninjago Lloyd. How can they not just give us a classic series as all of those? So this is for Ryan. These are the what I really like this as well. So yeah, I would like this as a giveaway. To be honest, I would actually like to pick that set up. I am tempted to get a set to get it because the set that I want is obviously on the Lego website. So that might be my last purchase for a little while because there'll be another Ninjago set, but I can build this up first. I've got another giveaway that I've got to build up. Then I've got to repair some bits and pieces. So yeah, it might be my last set that I buy for a little while, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, back to this flower wall. Yeah, yours for $79.99. It is 879 pieces, and I'm sure if you like it, you're going to get it. It does. Oh, I was about to say, it's obviously got the Technic holes in, so you can actually do a full flower arrangement on the inside however you want to, which is pretty cool because you can literally just do what you want with them. They are getting much, much more creative, but this now is very much like the art gallery at the Lego house. You have it's biblically big, and the scale of the stuff that's in there is massive, but they had huge amounts of these years ago before this became a craze. So I think they got inspiration from just how many people were talking about it, and now they are all in on this. Because don't forget, the first was it this thing in the middle, or something like this in the middle. The first one is on the retiring list, isn't it? But yeah, they just seem to sell so well. So I haven't got a single one of them. Never going to buy one, but if you like it, it's there for you. And now we're getting into some. It's a bit bizarre. It's a bit of a mix this week because we've got again a brick clog. We've got the flower wall. We've got the new F1 Audi race car. Don't forget they've replaced. I'm amazed actually how quickly they got it out because they have replaced a team very, very quickly. It does seem that they've just sort of gone for they've gone. Is there a minifigure face in there? No, they have. They've just put a red visor on there. So it'd be interesting to see what actually comes out and does. So that'd be an interesting look. But you can see that again, it's got. What amazes me about this deal that they've got with F1 is that I'm assuming they can just put whatever stickers they want on. Because obviously now they're not doing any F1's not affiliated with smoking or anything, is it? But if you think the sponsorship deal for these, so the BP and Castrol weren't on any of the other race cars, I don't think. Obviously, then you've got Audi themselves, and then that does look like it's got Adidas across the front. So they've obviously made this quick enough, and then there mustn't be. It must just be in the contract with F1 that they have the permission to just do whatever it is that they want to do. But yeah, apparently this is the Audi, and the Cadillac is just a Ferrari, if I remember rightly. So yeah, the new Cadillac team has just got a Ferrari, from what I've heard so far from the up and coming season for this for this Formula One. Not watched it in years, but there it is. And if you collected the others, you can pre-order this one now. Don't forget the pre-orders do go towards the different the pre-orders do go towards that really very nice giveaway. And don't forget the actual giveaway value of that, I keep saying it, is more than the Creel House. So, you know, there's some nice value in that from a piece count and whatever it is that you wanted to tuck it in from. And then we get into the educational stuff. I think this is part of their STEM, but I have never used it. Or is it just education? Oh, it's just education, not the STEM. So has anybody ever bought an educational Lego set? Oh, yeah, you've missed all of that. We honestly we read the press release. We spent a good 20 minutes, Ryan, covering that. Oh yeah. So what Ryan's saying is that in London they've got like 20 stores in a row just doing candy, which don't actually open, and they're all there. So it's then they got basically, if I remember rightly, they got ram raided, didn't they? And it's basically it's their equivalent. Tim says those dragons have got lip fillers. I think that, yeah. I think they are accurate though, aren't they? That's how they do look. I think they have got the massive lips and all flying around. I've got the Lego flowers still in a box. Embarrassing. Oh, someone's going to have to stop building some of your backlog. That's where you can't buy Red Bull. Well, you can get the F1 team though, can't you? You can get the F1 car, but you just can't buy the drink, obviously, because it's any drink if you're 18. Was it? Let's have a look. I didn't think I didn't even know that was a thing. Hang on. Was that really? Was it 18 on the box? I didn't think it was. I thought they were all exactly the same. I think Lego King's trying to have us on. No, one of them is. That's 18 plus. Oh, I'd never realised that, because that's a cash app. How very bizarre, because they're exactly the same. But they're not age limit though, are they? This is the thing, that you can be any age to buy them. It's supposed to come with a skill level. But maybe it's just put the warning on there because it had to be, because it's got advertising of Red Bull. But I didn't notice that on the Cash App either. Because that was a problem in Dubai, because they were being like, children were being refused 18 plus sets. So they actually had to come out and say, no, they're not just 18 for 18s. But no, Lego King is correct with two of them. So you've got the 10 plus, 7 plus, which is normally the skill level, but there is two 18 plus. So you've got this one here and you got this one here, but they can't refuse to serve you because they say that it's a skill level, not a age. That's very, very strange. Very, very strange. Right, let's catch back up with the chat. What's going on with this? Oh, Ryan, you missed the filth. You missed a very, very good time. I'm sure you missed it. I'm sure you would have loved it. Not uneducated. Yeah, I know. I would imagine they will. They have released some, haven't they? There's more coming out for the Speed Champions range. The Speed Champions is looking strong. Is looking strong this year. But yeah, we've got the Arctic Animal Science 89.99 1134. You can just do different bits with it. I'm assuming that because I don't know if this is going to be used in their own educational bits at the Legoland parks as well. So that's why they're doing this, so they can sell them, or they're meant for schools. But there's a lot going on with this. It's like that's literally a winter thing, isn't it? So if you needed white pieces and to make up stuff, you could do. But I'm assuming it'd be an interesting thing of how they actually put all that together. I'm not going to buy it and check it out, obviously, but it'd be interesting to see if somebody does pick these up exactly what these are like. And you got the same thing for the Mars mission, which is $89.99 again. So this has got all your NASA characters in, I think. Yeah. So the minifigures are, if you're a minifigure collector, you might have to pick up some of these because you've got they've gone back to they've not got the NASA anymore, have they? They've gone back to their own Lego space symbol. So they're not bothering with NASA anymore. And they've gone back to the old school logo. And that's the first time we've had a pink and teal character as well. So something different. Well, this is true. Yeah. I know they have got a special wording. I thought it was STEM, where it had all the electrical stuff, and it's what the school teachers use, because there's teachers will just use this educational things like programming and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hang on. So at 8:52, Shibo went. It's now 8:55. And Shibo is not yet back. So you have my full-blown permission to do as required to when Shibo actually returns. If Sean was here, then Sean would be all over it. But I think Sean must be eating something. Oh yeah, make Lego Mindstorms. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there was something. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, there's tons and tons and tons of stuff that they could do, and they have done. But there was a special. What is it? No, because the education I don't think I've seen before. I think that's new. But what was it called? Right. I'm looking at something in the background. You can now see what I'm looking at. What is it? So the education it just shows those. I've just clicked on that thinking that was it, but it's not. So maybe they just renamed it. Because can you remember it was the stuff that came out a year or so ago, and it was like £300-400 that it was. Is it easy? Oh, this might be it. Yeah. Oh, no. Is it or not? I didn't think it was called Serious Play. Look at that. There you go. If you want to spend £614 on this, you get 2,808 pieces. And that is a full mix of everything in there, because you've got Duplo mixed in. You've got the cows. So yeah, they do these weird and wonderful things, and they do it for schools and educational stuff as well, which is just another another thing that the Lego Group do, but it does seem to be now that rather than calling it serious play, they've actually gone down the education route. And I'm assuming that this Mars thing might be linked to the new, maybe the new ride that they're opening up over in America. I said this the other day, didn't I? That's got its first ever animatronics. Does look very good, mind. The animatronics looks amazing. Opens up April, I think. And then you've got the science kit as well. And then there's another Moon Mars one. So what's 89? So 89, 89, 44, and 44. So again, I'm assuming if you get all of these, they're going to be different colors, possibly. And you've got the different bits and pieces in it. So yeah, it's very bizarre what they do. To be fair, yeah, that's it. I mean, a lot, I would imagine. For the serious play, a lot. Lego King says, best figure I have Beetlejuice out of Alien, out of Toy Story, Batman with wings, and Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz. Nice. Ant-Man and Daredevil as well. Now we're singing songs. But yeah, the only thing I can tell you about minifigures is that I learned today that I now can tell you, well, I now know who the 1000th Ninjago minifigure is. And it is the first master of Spinjitzu, which is Wu's father, is number 1000 in the minifigures for Ninjago. So like I said, on Sunday, when we do just a random talk, I am going to do a bit of a deep dive into just series 1 from Ninjago of the sets, because it's all to do with those amazing molded snakes. And yeah, I need to potentially army build those around my theme park along with some dragons. So, and of course, if you are happy with a golden retriever puppy, it does this. It sticks it. You can add a part of a tongue if you wanted to. There we go. Well, if it's anything like the Jesus is going on with that. I was going to say, why are you ripping its leg off for? Right? Yeah, if it's anything to do like it was with the Tuxedo Cat, you couldn't get it. That Tux Cat was sold out for months. So it'd be interesting to see what's more popular, the puppy or the cat. Was that originally a Lego Ideas thing? Good old Daddy Wu. Yes, I know. Daddy Wu. That's another song as well. I do too. Everybody's in a sing-songy move at the moment. But yeah, he literally is. This puppy's just launching his arms off for whatever reason. I think it would probably sell well. It just does, doesn't it? All the animals do. And then yeah, then we get on to the interestingness of Pokemon. So what we are going to do is obviously just carry on as we are, but I want to start looking at, they've taken it off. The New Year stuff. They are at the bottom. Is it going to pop up? Yes. So I want to have a look at some of the newer sets first, which I've got no interest in for my actual collection, but I just wanted to show these off because we haven't really looked at them on the channel. I know we've spoken about this a couple of weeks back, but it's the older ones that I want to take a look at in great detail, like the Spring Lantern and the other bits, because I think they're great. But I don't know if... here we go. So this is an old one. They have got some on here. Okay, well, this is a good one to start with then. So the Dragon Boat Race. So we're going quite far back now with when this came out. Look at the amount of figures you got with this. And let's have a look at what was the original retail price. Dragon Boat Race. What was the original retail price? So at the moment, you can buy it on Amazon for $65.95. They just don't hold their price. So this was released in 19 and had a shelf life of 7 months. But it just does not. These just don't hold their. They just don't hold their value. What was the original price? It's on Bricklink. Currently on Bricklink, you can get this for £26 from Germany. You can get it for £30 from the UK used. It's £30 from Australia, and that's sealed. There we go. So America, it is, I think it says $44. You can get this in America, sealed, that is, from a Bricklink seller in the States. So yeah, I think because a lot of people don't know about some of these older ones, because obviously you can see what they've done with the actual dragon. It goes with the giveaway. I think they look nice. And again, it would work with the Ninjago stuff. £26 on the Evil Bay. Is it already £26? Well, it is worth 23. But we looked, didn't we? We know how much it's worth. What up, Mark? Good evening to you. How are we? Hang on, what's this? Summer got a pomegranate fruit in her eye. Lego King's daughter is now completely blind. And someone said no to the dog. But DJ says yes to the cat. Yes, we'll have a look at the cat after. The Tux cat is a cool thing. But yeah, that is a good question from way back when with regards to what I wonder the part value is on that 321 for that £600 thing. Well, Shibo, I've caught that straight away. What is this monstrosity? So let me go all the way back up. Hang on. Right. Okay, start counting now. 3, 2, 1, go. I'll be back in 5 minutes or less. That was written at 8:52 p.m. in the UK. The next one that comes through is then 9:05 p.m. in the UK. You are late. late. But yeah, I like this. I do like these. I just don't know how many of them are on the Lego website. But yeah, it's a lot of, I mean, you get what? 10, 11, 12. You get 15 minifigures, I think. I didn't even tell you. 15 minifigures, 643 pieces, and it would have been, what, 49.99 probably when it came out? But it was just one of those. I think this was the one of them that was at the Legoland parks. I don't think this was sold in store. Might have been. But there's a lot to it. And it moves as well, I think. Oh no, it's just you moving. You moving it. But has anybody got this, or has anybody got any of the Chinese New Year stuff? I mean, did you know how big and popular these sets were? Right, let me have a look. Oh, hang on. Just to add, the mini Pokemon Center for 2,500 reward points goes live on the 27th. I don't reckon it will last long if anybody wants it. That is a very, very good point. So let me... This is what we were talking about, by the way, with wondering what the brick count worth is in this. You guys can carry on looking at this. I will find that set in the background. And then we'll come back over to this. So that's in the insiders, isn't it? Lego Insiders. Early access for your stuff. Great rewards. There it is. There it is. Coming soon. Coming soon. 233 pieces. Item number 40911. This will be the one that sells for a huge amount of money because people that are Pokemon collectors that don't have a Lego account won't know how to get this. Look, it was hard enough trying to educate you lot about time zones last for the flipping Black Friday Cyber Monday because everybody was getting confused, waiting for a midnight countdown. And I was trying to tell everybody we're in Europe and there's a time difference. But never mind. Maybe it was the time delay is probably what you should have said. That's very true. That is actually very true. Could you imagine trying to put a puppy? Yeah, it'd be more expensive than probably almost a year's supply of dog food. Maybe. Be close. Be expensive. But yeah, is anybody wanting this? That is the thing. It's going to be very expensive, I think. And they're going to do it as a larger set. They've got to, because the play scale of this is available on Amazon from Mattel. So this is where it's getting a little bit interesting with why they've gone down this route to start with. Are they just going to try the smart bricks, see what happens? And if it doesn't work, then they're just going to give out heavy hitters without the smart bricks, maybe? I don't know. I do not know. But let's carry on with this stuff just here and see what other things are available. What other ones stand out? What other ones are there? The lantern. These are them here. So there's the lion dance. Story of Nyan, I think it is. Again, tons of figures. I say tons of figures. Enough figures. Nice box artwork, but this was just the 8+. So this was the couple of years either before or after the Spring Lantern set. But just something ever so slightly different with regards to an actual build. I can't actually ever remember seeing this in a box. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, this is obviously an older one. You've got enough fire and flames and fireworks there to actually melt all of the snow, I think. Yes, yeah, there is. I'm literally about to click on that next, Ryan. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm having a look at some of the older sets, because I know that they did do that before. No, we haven't got to that bit yet. We haven't got to that bit yet. So yeah, I know they've done it, but I think it's the next one. I think it is. But yeah, these look nice with all the characters and everything like that, and you've got all the other little bits and pieces. But that's just the fascia. And I think the one that Ryan's talking about, if it's not the next one, I'll type in the SKU separately, is the one that was just beside it further down. Yeah, Line Dance. This is it. So again, it's just a nice build. I think this would be the one that you're talking about. 80104. 80104. It's 173 on eBay from Japan. Yeah, see, I wonder when these were available. Because this is what I meant when you start going a little bit further back. I don't know at what point they got introduced to a worldwide audience. I'm not too sure. Shibo said he's got one or two of these. It's £140 locally at the moment. But when they came out, they wouldn't have been that expensive at all. So let's take a look at what we can see. So you've got because don't forget that's minifigure legs, mind, that are holding these up. So you've got four different dragons on this bit. So I'm assuming you can have, well, you've got 5 of them in total. So I'm assuming you can have them dotted around all over the place. You've got a band of 3 minifigures just down on This bit again, the prints are really nice and all of these. I mean, look at that. You've got golden legs with full print and top and bottom everywhere. And it does look very, very smart indeed. Yeah, they do look nice. They do look nice. But I like the box artwork for more. I think the box artwork is always very, very smart and very, very clean. But no, they do go up. They do go up massive. So you can see, yeah, they've changed them up on the stand. So this is obviously, we're now in 26, and this is what the giveaway would work with absolutely perfectly. But I do like that giveaway as well. Because I think this would just work hand in hand with the Ninjago type theme. They've got to be the same size because it's got the minifigure characters on the inside. I'm assuming they are about, because the giveaway was 5 inches is what they said. So I'm assuming that this is there or thereabouts the same. There's your selection of characters. And again, they don't disappoint really, do they? 26th to 12th, 2019. Yeah. So what the original shelf life of some of these were 8 months. They're not out longer than a year. This is the problem with them, because obviously it gets replaced by the next Chinese New Year set. So they don't have them on the shelf at all. They are 12 months and gone maximum. And obviously if they can get them gone before that, then they will do. And of course they might linger at the stores. But no, I do like the look of these sets. And doing what I'm doing with Ninjago, I was just thinking, can I get any smaller sort of like villagey bits, a bit like the Old Town, basically, that sort of scale, because I don't think they do temples, but they don't do like town stuff, because I couldn't have asked for a better page. Look at all of these. So that's, I want to have a look at that one, have a look at that one, have a look at that one, and have a look at that one. So these are the 4 that I was hoping that they're on the website, and they are. Now, this is the one that I have, and I think Lego King's got this. I don't know if anybody else has this or not. This is beautiful to add as a downtown Chinatown to your modular city, if you wanted to, of course. It's a full 32 by 32 base plate with a pin, where you then got a 16 by 32 base plate for this bit just on here. I've seen these with light kits. I've seen them obviously without light kits. It's gorgeous with regards to how you can just walk straight in to the park and then come back through. This I am going to add into my Ninjago display. But I just wanted to see what else I thought could go with it, if it would all scale, because I need to hunt down all of the mini. I've got all the minifigures, but they're just been different bags, as we know. But yeah, this one is definitely worth getting if you can get it at a good price, because it is very, very, very pretty. It's big as well, because don't forget it's a base plate and a half size. 1,793 pieces. Comes with a light brick that goes inside the bull, so it does look great. There's a better look at all of the characters just there that it comes with. But no, I think it's a bit bizarre, because obviously as we're getting older with the themes, there's more you can do with them. Whereas this year, they're all the big display ones, aren't they? That's the thing. They're all the display pieces, rather than, so you would take them apart and add them again. But this kind of thing, I got this obviously the year it came out. I built it basically straight away, and it's been in my collection the whole time. And of course, it was under the table that got smashed when all the Ninjago stuff broke. So not only did I have to rebuild all the Ninjago stuff, I had to try and rebuild all of this, and obviously all the pieces mix and match, don't they? So that was fun and games, doing like a 30,000 brick pickup. But the next ones that I'm about to click on, I don't think I've ever clicked on them on the Lego website. This one we'll go back to, but these 2 I haven't. So what is this? So it's the Temple Fair. Snowdrop background on the box. Lot going on with that. And again, you've got to think of the price that these are. There's a lot of minifigures. There's a lot of stuff going on with it. So DGI says this is my favorite one. I'm not too sure of that. I missed your comment coming through, so I don't know if it's for this set or it's from the Spring Lantern. But yeah, both of them are gorgeous. With regards to the poll, with 20 votes in, 45% for 7 days. The Crocs are at 25%. The giveaway is at 20%. And the Luigi Easter egg is at 10%. This one. Yeah, this is very, very pretty, this. There's just a lot going on with everything, isn't there? Because it's almost like the Winter Village market that they did. Same sort of size stalls, but obviously in this theme instead. And I actually got this as a present for somebody because I'm kind, as a congratulations present, because they had achieved something, and I didn't get one for myself, and then it retired. I was like, oh, whoops, never mind. So this one, yeah, this would be a nice one to build, backtrack, do. Only because like I said, a lot of the Ninjago sets that I'm missing are all mechs and cars and stuff, and it wouldn't really work as a theme park bit. But if I can have a section of this with the old town, I mean, you can see, you just put it on white base plates, wouldn't you? That's all you would do. Put it on white base plates, you'd be absolutely laughing. And then you just have all the minifigures in the middle. You would literally make a display up like that. 1,664 pieces. If you guys and girls want to find out how much these are in the background, then obviously carry on. I think this would mix really well with Ninjago. So I am, like I said, I am tempted to just see what can be, what can be done. And we'll just, hope for the best. But I think this is beautiful, but I don't know. Actually, what is this? 80185. Okay, hang on. As I'm on Bricklink, I might as well have a look. 05. It's not bad. It's saying there's 205 of them available on Bricklink, and we've got one that's complete without the original box for 53. That's from Austria. Where do we get to locally? Thailand, Australia, Germany, 73. I would imagine it's going to be close to the £100 mark, I would imagine. But that's if anybody's got it in the UK. Greece, Australia, USA is £100 from the States. United Kingdom, there we go, 100 quid. New and sealed, £100. Oh, another one for 90, but that's used. So you can get a brand new one for 10 or more, basically. So it's just handy to know, isn't it? It's just handy to know with all those, with all of these things, really. I think it looks nice. So I'm going to catch back up with the chat. So GGI says it mixes with Ninjago. Yeah, I agree. The problem is when you buy the UK nowadays, import. Yeah. Well, this is it. So we've always had extra bits and pieces. Yeah. So if you live in the EU like me, yeah, exactly that. Yeah, so it's things that we get charged as well. So there's an import fee from outside the UK. So we get done over, the EU gets done over because it's just your import fee. But if you obviously get it from the EU, then you'll be okay. But if we get anything in, we've got to pay import tax. We've got to pay all sorts of bits and pieces. So yeah, we've had that problem for years and years and years and years. So that's the only thing with Bricklink. You do pay the extra, because you've got to think of postage, and then you've got to think of the import fee as well. So that's why it's always good to try and get the sets from your own, obviously, local country. Because then you don't have to worry about paying the fees and things and all that kind of nonsense, which is it's happened forever, isn't it? It's nothing new. But it looks nice on there's a lot going on with this. There's a lot going on. That's helpful. It's just over a base plate wide. Just over a base plate wide. And all the others are just 4x3s. Look at that. Look at the detail that they're giving us from this. 13 inches by 3 for the other. 4 inches. What are they doing? They're giving us different ways of displaying it. I just think this, because I've been messing around with the Old Town, the Ninjago set. I've started to have a bit of a play with that today, and sort of try and get it placed. I'm like, oh, I wonder what else would just be a good scale to do those with. So this one I like, but I don't think the next one, the snow one, I've not clicked on this on the Lego website, I don't think, but I know all about this one. I've seen it in hand. This one, definitely not. This is, I don't think Sean is here. I'm going to send him a photo. I don't want him to miss out on this. I'm going to take a photo of this. I will just send him a photo in case, because he's doing his Winter Village research at the moment. So let's have a look. See, multitasking. Right, there we go. That is sent, and we will see if that gets delivered. Because I know people are tracking different bits and pieces, and I have not seen this one. My days, that would work for my Winter Village display. Well, that's added to the list then. That is added to the list. There's no way I cannot. By the end of 2026, this is a must. I mean, look, they're doing ice carving as well. Oh, no. I'm sold. I mean, look at the penguin. Look at the penguin. I'm assuming it was Year of the Tiger. I'm assuming, because hence the tigers. Because obviously, don't forget how it works. It's a different animal, isn't it, every single year? Catch back up the chat. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Matt, tell him. He'll be punished next stream for not showing up today. Well, Shibo, he's here. He's just turned up, but he is undercover because his name still hasn't changed back. So Ryan, yeah, I think it is Ryan, yes. So is the ×2 is after the Lion Knights Dancers end. The only thing you can hope for is that they've got the giveaway in store still, so you can still get it, but I don't think they will. So I don't know. Because what I would like to do is get the Destiny's Bounty on ×2 and the giveaway. Oh, it's Batman. Been lurking in the shadows. He's been playing with his shaft, I think. I think that's what he's been doing. It is Penguin. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. It is and is. Yes. But that looks great. All right. I'm going to have, before I get too excited, how much actually is it? 80109. 80109. There are 280 sellers, 470 items. Let's look for USA. It's $74. It's been molested though. It's been rebagged and tickled with. You got one that's incomplete for more money, so that's always good. Canada is outpricing you at 59. It's got to be 100 again. We've got to be at £100 for this as well. You watch, it'll be the one that I like is going to be like £200. I'm like, never going to happen. Never going to happen. Italy, Germany, Czech Republic, Netherlands, Hong Kong, Australia. No, going the wrong way. Brilliant. 105 Singapore dollars, Australia, Belgium. I don't see a UK flag. Oh, there it is. £75. Oh, Simply Bricks. So they got more than one. Ooh. £75. Well. That is interesting. That is intriguing. That is intriguing. That is. It is not fun. The instructions. So what are you alternate building? Jane, how are we? Oh, hang on. I can't go into store. I'm famous from having my check. Well, no, you're famous because you have single-handedly got all of the Willy Wonka Oompa Loompas. And this isn't a joke, by the way. I know we joke about this all the time, but I have seen Ryan's Wonka collection, and it is growing. So if you want to know why the value of the Wonkas is starting to go up, it's because Ryan has got all of the Willy. It's just ridiculous. Mad. It is mad. It's mad. Oops, did I miss that? Oh, Jane, I missed you up there as well. Well, can you remember when I was saying to John at the weekend when suddenly people change their profile picture or they suddenly change their name? And I'm like, I can't quite work out who it is or whatever else. For whatever reason, I think Sean changed the wrong thing. He's now stuck with it for 2 weeks because it takes 2 weeks to come back. So, oh, poor Sean. So yes, so I still can't get past the fact that there's an actual ice skating sculpture on this, and there is Penguin as well. You've got the beautiful stairs up to the top. You've got all of the white bits. They have used a large ice skating rink as well, and you've got the learn to skate chair, haven't you? Which is nice. You got the year. It must be Year of the Tiger, because they've got that on there as well. You've got a nice slide with the different ice sculptures. You got the nice little building in the corner. Is it mirrored? Does that look really big? Because that looks large. That's gonna be close to a base plate and a half, isn't it? I might crumble. I might forget about the Destiny's Bounty, and instead I might just get this. And then I'll worry about the Destiny's Bounty. I might see if I can get the Destiny's Bounty in double points. Oh, I don't know. I might have enabled myself with this. I've never, ever seen this box. So there's the character selection underneath. Again, they've got just a massive, no Christmassy jumpers. Obviously, they're not going to because it's a winter set, not a Christmas set. But no, I think it looks smart enough. Oh, you got an ad, Jane. Jane got an ad. Oh, somebody been stalking you, Jane? Who's stalking Jane? Oh. There we go. I can show your channel off, Jane, if you want me to. Just let me know. You got an ad during the video. Oh no, you've been stalked. Who has stalked Jane? I've just stalked Jane as well. I've just done it. I'm your 13th subscriber, by the way. I'm just letting you know I am lucky number 13. Oh, somebody's watched an ad. Yes. Something's working. The little kid's torso on the left. Oh, okay. Let me do like that jumper, like that bit. What else have they got? So, got food. 1,519 pieces. Lunar New Year Ice Festival. I think I might have to get this, if it's only that amount of money. I will definitely be getting that before Christmas. I have to. Well, yeah, I'll get it. Things I forget. Remind me because I forget about it, and it'll be sooner rather than later. But I could actually have this in the Ninjago section permanently, and I can use Zane, who is the ice ninja, doing the ice sculptures at the same time. See, ingenious. So it's a double whammy. I'd use it all year round. What a set this is. Yeah, you got the little bits and pieces up at the top as well. You got an ice skating shop. How big is this though? Does anybody know the size? Is it going to give us a blueprint? That looks massive. We're going to have to play Count the Studs, I think. Oh, we are going to have to play Count the Studs. Touch my plums. Right. Count away. How many do we have? When I run out of fingers, I'm going to need you guys and girls to help. So we are going for girth first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This isn't helpful. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It's got to be a base plate and a half. The back end of that is a base plate and a half, and it kicks in. I need this in my life. I need this. I want Zane on it. He can be doing the ice sculptures. I can use it in my Winter Village display every single year, and then it can be out on my main display every single year. And the fact that, depending on where I get it from, it would be literally no money at all, because it's anywhere between 40 to 60 pounds, isn't it, on the cheap ones. But then if I want it sealed from the UK, what was it? Sealed from the UK, 75. There it is. I haven't actually got a brick. I haven't got an account, I don't think, but have to see what else that seller's got. Interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like that. So we were looking at that before. Now we're back to this. So that looks massive. Because if I've got the old town on, I just need for this display to sort of make more sense as a theme park theme. It needs to be something completely different rather than just roller coasters and stuff. And the fact that I don't have an ice skating rink in my theme park, which there's winter wonderlands all year round in places, this actually could work very, very well. I don't know if it'd be disrespectful, but I might add, well, I suppose they've got a winter tree, haven't they? So I don't need to put any Christmassy stuff on it, because I know it's not a Christmas set. I know it's a winter set. But they do amazing ice sculptures. So that's what this is from. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah. So the ones that we're looking at, this is what I'm trying to I'm looking at these on purpose now for myself, because the newer ones, I don't think they do as such, only because they're the big display. Whereas these are all like the playset stuff, which is literally the same scale as the Old Town. You're going to be looking at anywhere between 75 and 100, Sean, in the UK pounds, I do believe. But no, that's got to be probably. It might actually be my next purchase, I think. That'd be a good live stream build as well, wouldn't it? Because I could actually have a winter Ninjago-y type section, because I could actually put the temple beside that. Ninjago staff. What is it? Oh, yeah. Lego Christmas staff Ninjago. 400 in 2021. So no, it's not there. Oh, wrong thing. Wrong store. Right. 400 2021. So we've clicked on this plenty of times, haven't we? The celebration. So this would be a perfect thing to go beside it. Because I want temples. This is a Christmas set. It's something that can come down every single year. You've got all the golden figures with it. For whatever reason, the things aren't ever working. But this is expensive. Never looked on Bricklink for it. I've the cheapest I've seen it for was just under £200. So I was like, no, I can't do that. And again, you can see all the pricing from all the different countries, but nothing from the UK. A lot of them in the USA. Obviously, these are staff, mind. This is a staff thing. There is a few of these on eBay. And if anybody actually has one of these or knows somebody that has one that is selling one, then let us know. Because it is on my list for this year. But is it going to load up on here? Yeah, this is it, look. So you get all the minifigures with it. So there we go. So that's all of them. So you get all the golden characters. You do get the snake that I would actually really like. In fact, you get 2 snakes that I'm after. This is all from the 2 snakes from series 1. All the different instruction booklets, so I can build it with myself and just build it with myself in a different way. And yeah, so it's just a Christmassy temple with a Christmas tree. I think that'd look really nice. So there we go. That might be my winter. So I could put that with this. Nice little display. Yeah, I think this would be good for a live stream build. I think so. Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon this will work as a live stream build. Oh, are we getting new Animal Crossing leaks according to? Ooh. Oh, wow. Any Lord of the Rings fans in? Jane has set everybody off. Is there any Lord of the Rings fans in? There's got to be some Lord of the Rings fans in somewhere, I'm sure. I'm sure there is. But no, this I think is going to have to be at some point have to be a purchase. I would imagine. Yes, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. So I'm just catching back up with the chat. So we're currently talking about I'll let that medieval simmer. I'll get the next thing loaded up. Yeah, this has to be a thing. Pumpkin, hang on. Pumpkin's been naughty. Oi, stop it. Oi. Right, there we go. That told her. So yes, this is definitely on the. This is now definitely on the list. Oh, hang on. There we go. She's settling. Right, next one. what's next on the list? Well, I'll look at the family reunion again. The lunar parade we've looked at, that wouldn't work for me, but I can easily I can flop that back out for anybody that wants to see it. Is there any of the others? Oh, they did. I didn't realize that. Anybody got these? The Christmas brickheads. Something I've never seen the box artwork for. So 86, 85, 87. I would have seen the box artwork for this, and I would have seen these built because they had every single one of these built at the Lego house a couple of years back, all the way up to the most recent ones. I can't remember seeing them, but they would have been there. I just need to re-jog my memory with the video. Oh, the Santa Sleigh is now officially gone. The bauble is now officially gone. The truck's now officially gone. I think we might just be looking at the family reunion thing. Yeah, it looks that way. It looks that way, right? Let's have a look at... Actually, we'll have a look at the big dragon first, because this is what they've done for the recent ones. And we haven't clicked on the recent ones yet, but I think I'll jump back to them to finish. Is because this doesn't work for my display, but I can see how they work as a display piece. So this kind of thing wouldn't work for that. I've just read I have a bow and dagger in big capital letters, so I'm going to be let me just catch back up with all of this. Hang on. Hang on. DJI, yes, I can. I will put the Disney minifigures up. In fact, I'll do that. I'll write them up on the second bit, otherwise I forget. So I would do that. Let me just catch up with what is going on with Team Castle. So hang on. Let me just make sure I'm with everything. Hoping for the Lord of the Rings set teasers. Hope we get another large castle for medieval. We're not sure we'll get it. Well, I think it's going to be that squid faction thing. I think because that's the one that the Bricklink didn't get, and a lot of people are thinking it might be for Black Friday, but I don't know. Catching up with everything. Catching up. Yeah, that's why I sent you the picture, Sean. That's why I sent you the picture. I'll speak to you about it after. I'll see if we can find them elsewhere, because that's just Bricklink. I'm sure if we did a bit of a deep dive like we've done in the past, we might be able to find them at a cheaper bit. And if I can find one at a good price close to me, and I know you're after one, then I can drive down and pick one up. So we can divide and conquer on that one, Sean. Not a problem. Yes, Jane, that's the one. The Kraken. I love that name, Kraken. I think that's how you say it. Don't forget, all of those torsos and things now are available. That was another thing that we were going to do. All those minifigures. When we go into the minifigures, which we'll do straight after this, we'll do Disney minifigures, and then we'll have a look at the torsos, because those torsos from the vending machine are available. And I think that's one of the newer factions as well, isn't it? So let's just have a quick look at... Let me just get these back up. So if anybody needs to, for whatever reason, have a look at the SKU numbers, it's the Lunar New Year Ice Festival and the Chinese New Year Temple Fair. I'm going to take a photo of those two. I'm going to be doing my own research later on, I think. Because both of those go very, very well together. Right. Who am I? Where am I? What are we doing? We're going to look at this, won't we? So Sheila's got this one. We looked at this right at the very, very start. We'll go back through it very, very quickly. I do like the look to this one. No, I didn't get it. I am now going to prioritize getting the ice one first. This one would work perfectly as a restaurant, though, with a bit of snow on top, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. If I just changed some of these green to white, then it'll be perfect theming. Perfect theming for a restaurant in a theme park, mind. Not in a winter village display, not like a Christmas display, but to have it as part of like a wintry theme park feel. I think it will go hand in hand and it'll work very well with Ninjago as well. So who knows? Maybe that might be on the cards at some point. I really do like these sets. Right. So we were looking at, you want Disney CMF. Disney CMF. So we have got 3 series of Disney CMF. So we'll start off with series number 1. We will go through them individually, and then we'll look at the main picture last. So this is for DJI. Oh, hang on. Let me go back up. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to be doing, because when the Bricklink Designer Program series, was it 9? They were doing a live reveal of the 6 sets. It's the latest one that they've just done. They go live in October this year, and then they get released 6 months later. So you're not even going to be able to get them until 2027. There was like 4 or 5 massive castles that people had tried to create, and they didn't do it. So there's rumors that is going to be the next castle. I think. All right, okay. Let's have a look at the Disney stuff then. Let's have a look at Disney. So, the first one that we're having a look at. This actress has just been fired from Disney because apparently from what I do believe is they reckon it's because she was becoming more famous than the actual character, and people knew her by name, not as the character from Disney. Fun fact for you. Talk about Disney is completely crumbling. So there are, I know that one, that's incredible. That is the one that goes against Peter Pan. Yeah, there's Peter Pan. And that's not all of them though, is it? Because there's others in there. So have a look-see at those. I'll let you soak those in for a minute or two as I'll catch up with stuff. And then we'll carry on. Yeah, we'll carry on. I'm stalking your profile, Jane. Somebody else is subscribed to you now because you're up to 14. I was looking number 13. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, I keep up to date with all the theme park stuff. Yes, yes, amazing actress, isn't she? I've got to catch back up with the chat later on because it sounds like there's a rather interesting. Well, it's because because there was so many of them, and they were amazing, but because they didn't reckon that they got chosen, because that is what Lego's going to be doing next, and because they've done the torso of them already, it kind of makes sense that is going to be happening, because I think the Kraken minifigure is included in the new Bricklink Designer Program set, if I remember rightly. In fact, I know it is. Hang on, we're going to be bouncing between the Disney minifigures and the Bricklink stuff. But no, that the Chinese New Year stuff, I'm going to have to seriously figure out how to get that and where from. Right, so Jane, this is obviously you know what Bricklink Designer Program is. This was Series 9, comes out in October the 7th. This is the one that was the Sleepy Dragons Inn, which is the pub for the dragon. Sorry, the pub for the thing. But there is somewhere I have seen one of the minifigures. Where is it from? Is it from? Oh no, it's not. I am lying out of my face. It's a God, start to dribble. What series are we? Pressure. Oh my God, don't crumble. Panic. Everybody panic. 7? Yes. So series 7, it's been updated. In here, that's it. It's been updated to the chemist. So they have binned off. So this chemist shop, they've binned off all of the tax collectors and all of those, and they have put in these new figures. Look. So if you're not up to date with the characters, they've all been changed to these. And look at the symbol that is on the chest. So it has to be an Easter egg to what is going to be coming, because they're not going to be giving you all of these different minifigures with all of these. So we're going to be getting this shield, the one with, oh, God damn, stop it. Oh, I hate it when you've got to do it that way. It's so awkward. Try that again. So, yeah, because you've got these two in the 3 and 1. So that's not going to be a thing. But I don't know. I think, is that one in the 3 and 1 castle? And this is the new one. So, yeah, you've got some interesting characters in there. Hang on. Who is it? Ryan's asking what the name of the actress was that played it. I don't actually know, Ryan. I googled the actress fired by Disney, and it says G. Isn't she? No, I thought that was that was the UFC fighter, wasn't it? That was the lady in Mandalorian, I do believe. That name rings a bell. And she was also in Deadpool. But yeah, maybe type in Disneyland worker rather than Disney and see what it pops up with, Ryan. But yeah, she was Evil Queen. And the other one, Lego King says, sorry, eating eggs on toast. Few Peter Pan loads. Yeah, that's it. So Lego King's got loads of figures. We are going to be looking at all the Disney CMFs in a second. I'm just catching up with everybody. Well, I'll have a look. I'll have a look at Series 2 in a second for you. So yes, all of Series 1. We will find. I know you can. It's just where from. I've just got so many tabs open. Let me just get my stuff together. So that tab can go. That tab can go. That can stay open. Right. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at Series 2. I suppose this is a really good thing about using the website. You can literally just look for older stuff and newer stuff and everything. Series 2. There she is. Frozen. Series 2. That's who you're after. I know who that is. That's who you want, isn't it? So you've got the two, if I remember rightly, the two characters in the middle are from Frozen. The inn is ever so, it's a fractional taller than the blacksmith. So if you've got the blacksmith, it will work perfectly in scale with that. Hey, Fluff. Come here, then. Yeah, so the blacksmith was a slightly larger scale than the medieval market, but the chemist, the inn, and the blacksmith are all pretty much in the same scale as each other. And then you got the Lionheart's Castle and the medieval market, which are in scale with each other, which also goes with all of the other castles from Bricklink as well. So the medieval market is still available at retail in the UK from certain places if you wanted to still try and pick it up. I think it might be, I don't know, somewhere like John Lewis or somewhere fruity like that. They might have something like it. So Lego King says, I think the CMF Nightmare costs more. Yeah, there's some very strong. Yeah, the thing is that the Nightmare Before Christmas, that minifigure now, because it's been reused, isn't it? I think it's a slightly different print, so it's probably not worth as much now. The parcel might be. Hercules looks great. I think Hercules looks really nice. You've obviously got that one's from the Incredibles, isn't it? So you've got Incredibles. Night Before Christmas, Night Before Christmas, Frozen. I haven't got a clue. Hercules, one of the ducks, t'other duck, other duck, and then you've got all the Aladdin stuff and the chipmunks. So it's a good series that. And then you've got the anniversary wave, which I cannot remember. I can remember these coming out, and I know exactly where I was when these came out. And I was trying to pick. I was actually at Centre Parks when they came out, and I tried to pick some up, and they had brand new boxes in the middle, and I was the only person, because nobody ever goes into the shops in Centre Parks, and I was the only person there. Like, oh, these are exciting. And then you got these, which of course some of these are needed to go with the castle. So I have got this one, Pinocchio, this one, Cruella de Vil is a great character, this one, the two princesses, that one, Baymax, her, and him. That's it of that. I didn't get all of the figures from the 100, but they do look very smart. So hopefully, DGI, that has answered your question. Hopefully. Oh, is it Blue Guys Hayden from Oakley? There we go, Jane. I need education for Disney stuff. Any Disney license whatsoever, I might as well put a bib on and just start dribbling with it. So where are you and Sheba? Where's Jane and Sheba going to be meeting up? I don't even know what side of the pond Jane's from. So from what I'm trying to read in the background, it sounds quite good fun actually. There's a film of that though, isn't there? What film is it? Where it was the comedy film where they all do the campaign, and it's got a couple of the comedians in, and they're with the kids. And one of the actors is Stifler from American Pie. What is that? So they do that because that's what they do with all the medieval stuff, isn't it? Where they go into all those bits and pieces. And they also cover. I think what you two are talking about. They also covered it in Hawkeye as well. So they did. So in the Hawkeye medieval series, they did exactly what you two are talking about because they used his Ronin outfit in the big parks, and they had to go and get it. And he had to fight with the swords, and obviously him being Hawkeye just destroyed everybody. But there was a comedy. It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was a full-blown comedy, old comedy. See, I am paying attention. I am reading your conversation. I am interested as well. So I will have a look see. I'll have a look see. What is that? Yes, Sean. He's in it. He knows what I'm talking about. Role models. It is that. It's a brilliant film. It's very, very funny, but there's one of the characters that is a full-blown medieval fan, and the first time you see him, he's with his sword it's like a fabric sword on top of a rooftop, and he's doing all these moves, and it is very, very funny. And then he goes into the park, and they obviously, as it starts off, they don't take it seriously. The adults don't take it seriously. Then they go full ball into it. Yeah, it's funny. It is funny. It's a good film, and it is. Yeah, see, there you go. Sean says it's a very funny film, but it is on topic with what you two are talking about. Yeah, so it's if you want a giggle, it's worth it, and you have to let us know, Jane, what you think of it as well. I've got to watch that again. I think I've only seen it once. Oh, I've only seen. What have you done? Read. my comment. I have what? Right, it said role models. I even put it on the screen. I think you might be on a bit of a delay, Sean. I think Sean's on a bit of a delay. This is we're now out of sync ever so slightly, I think. There we go. Robin Hood was the first movie I saw in cinema. I wonder when Sean's going to catch up. We can start lying to Sean about what the actual time is. I can say to him it's like 10:35 in the UK, and then he'll start panicking. He'll be like, "Hey, it's not." Have you found it, Jane? Have you found it? You have to watch the trailer. Yeah, it's a cool. If I remember, if it's what I think it is, it covers that topic, and it's funny, and it goes in depth into the rules and all of those bits and pieces that need to be done. So I think Shibo might enjoy it as well. So, and by the signs of it, Sean might want to join. All right. So if you put a team together, what would you call yourself? So Jane and Shibo and Ryan and Sean, what would you call yourselves if you're all going to team up for this medieval thing? Ryan, what sort of role play did you search up? Ryan's got a fabric sword, absolutely. The line dance giveaway is fantastic. Yeah, we're looking at that at the very, very start. So we'll jump back to that quickly before we carry on. I think this is gorgeous. I really do think this is lovely. I just think I would like this. And I think I would like some of the other New Year sets. So we'll carry on with the newer ones. Oh, minifigures as well. That's what we're going to look at. We'll do that first, and then we'll jump back to these, and then we'll see what everybody's having a chit chat about. So you guys and girls carry on talking. I'm just going to find for the medieval crew. I forget how to do it every single time. Bricks and pieces. View all pieces. It's the torso, isn't it? Yeah. Where is it? I don't, because if I don't know what it actually is, I've got to go through it all. So just ignore what I'm doing. I know it's a few pages. in. Actually, can I just, will it work this time? If I do category, will it work by torso? Minifigure parts, maybe. So let me just give us the head first. Head, legs. More heads. Cool heads on there. Oh, there's the wig, the king wig. That looks like it's a Shima thing. Duplo. There's all the Ninjago heads. Look, 29p if you want a Ninjago head, but it's 30 pence for Zane. That's a nice little print there. Oh, I could army build that. Oh, it's getting deadly for me. I was just going to show this for you. But this has the torso on, doesn't it? From the vending machine. You know, it would just be easier to have a look at the vending machine. I'm just going to do that instead, rather than actually find the Costa torso. It's going to take too long. So the vending machine has the minifigures in, and it has got these in, and these torsos now, in case you cared, this one is, and this one is in the new Chemist, and these torsos are now available. All of these torsos, may I add, are now available to buy through the Lego website. You've just got to scout through them all. But yeah, 29p for head, says Jay. Where are we? Hang on. Jane says they're chaotic builders. I like the Four Swords better. There we go. Sean was 50 seconds behind, not quite 21 seconds like the So Solid crew, but now you've caught up. Yeah, that's it. You just got to slide and glide it all the way through. Jane, goodbye. You take care. I don't know if Jane's gone now. Jane's probably already gone. So I'm too late now. That was written 2 minutes ago. Take care, Jane. Goodbye. Jay's saying 29 pence for head. Lego King says hi, Jay, and we've got bye and hi. Farewell, the Jane. Cardiff docks prices. Pardon? For what? What we're looking at? What we're looking at? I need to know. So yeah, with the minifigures that are on the screen, I was going to show Jane, but Jane doesn't care. She's gone. They're all available. Everything from this. So if you bought the vending machine for these minifigures, you can actually build a minifigure for about 50% of the actual cost of the set. Because when you add in the accessories, the heads, and everything else, because the torsos, I found all the torsos. I found most of the torsos. They were like £1.75, £2 something. So yeah, there we go. So there's another. Well, you got a choice. You either have a 29p head of Ninjago, or you pay your money and pay 30 pence for a head of Zane. I mean, that's robotic action, is what that's going to be. That is non-stop. Well, there you go, Shibo. It looks like you and Jane are going to be setting up your own thing. Sounds pretty cool, actually. Have to do some stalking on you two and see what you guys get up to. Right. So, anything that anybody wants to look at? Because I was going to look at the New Year stuff, wasn't I? I was going to look at the newer sets, New Year. I've definitely crumbled on the one. These don't interest me at all. I appreciate them. I think they look great. I do like the minifigures. I think they look good. I've seen this one built as well, but I much prefer the older ones that we were looking at. So yeah, I think they look good. This one looks great. This one's a bit different with the Fortune Firecracker. I think does it open up? It does. Yeah, opens up. You've got the really nice 6. Yes, it is 6 characters. Again, you get so many minifigures with these as well. We'll go back to the Crocs, Jay. Don't worry. We can't not look at the Crocs again. It was that serious that we actually were looking at the press release of what is to come over the next multiple years. Shoe collectors are more nuts than as toy collectors. Yes, they are. They are indeed. It'd just be interesting to see if it's going to be a limited run or if they're going to be out for a few years. Because the deal they had with Adidas, they are a limited run. The Nike ones, I'm not too sure of, but Croc, I don't know if it's going to be a one-off like a one and done, and then they're going to knock off more colors, or they're just going to keep them. They're just going to keep them about. So let's just have a quick. So let me get this up ready. Where are they? I want to have another look at my set that I'm going to crumble on. So the Dragon Boat, I don't think I need or want, should I say. Need or want. The Lantern, no. The story, no. The Lion Dance would be lovely, but as we now know, it's far too expensive. The Family Celebration Reunion, I think, would work well. Again, this is with my Ninjago stuff. I need stuff about that scale, but this is the one. If I had, like I said, I'm going to get Zane. He can do the ice sculptures, and I can have this all Ninjago bit because I'm going to have the Old Town as one section on coloured base plates. I could then have this with snow around it, with the snow temple to go with it, and that's another section of my Ninjago land within a theme park. And well, it clearly says what it is, doesn't it? So I'm going to keep that up for me to look at in a second, but for the sake of Mr. J Toy Collection U and his K, we are going back over to this. We are going to be looking at something that is brand new. Now, I said this at the very, very start of the stream. I genuinely thought, oh, we're getting the Luigi set announced today. No, It's this. This is what it is. £199 or $199. Their press release does not match up to what it actually is. Those limited Nike stuff can go for thousands. Yeah, I've got the Adidas. I've got Adidas ones, mint in box, never worn. I still have them up in the loft. So yeah, I have them. I think it might be the horse Lego King, because they did the galloping. They did the galloping sets, didn't they? So I'm assuming it's the horse, because obviously it changes. It changes all the time. They've moved the tab now though, because I think the Chinese New Year is basically finished. But I'm assuming because it's galloping horse, because you have the galloping horse canvas, it's got to be year of the horse. Because normally it says it on the box. Just having a look. Yeah, it's a spray. I'm assuming it is because it's got the galloping horses, and they're not going to do anything that's not part of that. So I am looking at this in the background, and I don't think it's anything else. So yes, Jay, are you going to get yourself some of these? What, are we talking about the yellow Nike shoes, are we? Or hang on. What, the big kid shoes? The Nike Low Dunks? Is that the ones that you're talking about? These? $79.99. Obviously, they're all sold out, aren't they? You're never going to be able to get any of these. Were out in 2 seconds, weren't they? But I just can't quite get how the shoe fits in the box. It's my colour. But I'm not being funny. Like, that's obviously the insole of them. But the bottom of the trainer, it doesn't look like it's going to last that long. It's not like you can go running in it or anything, is it? It's literally a gentle walking shoe. Oh, the ones from Back to the Future. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Jay's got a Star Wars ship hovering over Geonosis. There we go. So as long as your screws are in the ceiling tight enough, that's good. Well, to be fair, it could be. Maybe that'd be next year. It might be Year of the Clog. But yeah, this is obviously just a thing that they're doing, isn't it? Did they do these in 2 different colours? Didn't they have them in blues as well? They did all the blue stuff and they did yellow stuff. Was it the socks? Hats? Because I don't know if they're with Adidas anymore. I don't know if they just jumped over to Nike. I'm not too sure. But they've been doing them, though, for years. It's not like it's new. It's just that we never really speak about it, because you can see some of these, look, are going to be going for a huge amount of money. I mean, if that's £109, what do you? If I copied and pasted this now, what do you reckon this is going to be? Get your guesses in the comments right now. I'm going to find the price of these. And if that is actually the price, I'm shocked. Well, ignore everything I said. So I know it's a kid's trainer, but on the Nike website at the moment, there's only certain sizes left, but they're even in sale to $76.99. So maybe they don't. It's not always as strong as we think. But maybe though they might do something different with this, and that's why this is worth £200. Could you imagine trying to drive in these? I just couldn't. I mean, I could see Jay walk into the Lego store, and this is Jay with his little red shoes on, and I can imagine him looking just like that. That'd be your feet, Jay. You'd be living the dream with that, wouldn't you? No, Sean, I'm not. I'm not. I'm all right. I'm all right. It's okay. I mean, I don't have that amount of money. I don't probably have £22 to be fair. So no. Yeah, they did do the Adidas stuff, and they did all the other bits and pieces. But yeah, they've got so many. It's the old trainers that they did, because they did do the Adidas collection, didn't they? Which was this. Do anybody remember this? So you had all of these. That's the shoes I've got. What this lady's wearing, I think. So I don't know if they're brand new in the box anyway. They're adult sizes, but I don't even know what type of trainer that is. Will they actually show us anything, or is that all gone now? They've left the bit up, but they've taken it all off now. So I'm assuming they're with Nike, and then Nike will disappear, maybe, and they're now going to be going into Jay's favorite thing. Now I wonder if these were available for pre-order, would you get the line dance with it as a giveaway? Can go halves. Well, I mean, if you've got 11 grand, then you could. What if if you've got 11 grand, you just give me 6,000 of that, and I will make you a pair of trainers to fit both feet. That'll do. Well, that's true. I mean, you might be able to. Could you imagine kicking somebody up the ass with this, like a full blown run and a kick? I wonder how you could literally probably put an actual brick on the inside. You wouldn't need metal toe caps for those things. You can just give them a right walloping. Right. So back onto my conundrum. Ninjago City with Zane, all ice, live build, one of these. Got to find it on Britlink or somewhere else. Doable, I think. It's just massive. And that can go on the opposite section of the Ninjago City. Could put the ice dragons with it as well. And then I will find the Ninjago Christmas employee giveaway and have that with it, with the dragon and all of the Ninjago characters, which means I can have a permanent Ninjago Christmas display up top and also use it as my Winter Village collection. There we go. I think that is the way. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. So that's my thought process of that sorted. I think just need to find it. So, is there anything you guys and girls want to look at before we start to wrap things up? Is there anything you care about? Anything you want to see? I think we've looked at all of the New Year bits and pieces. I don't think we missed anything from the new stuff, did we? Because we've looked at Zelda. We've looked at the Nintendo stuff. We've looked at the Flower Wall. We've looked at the F1 car. We've looked at the new educational stuff. We've looked at the puppy, and then that's it. So it's been a quiet week as it goes from Lego. So Luigi is going to be tomorrow, Monday, isn't it? Is what they're going to do with that. So we'll be speaking about that soon. I don't know if they do that in Lego form, Jay, but we can talk about it if you want to. We can talk about it. I could type it in, but I don't think they do that in any. Well. Mr. J's Toy Collection. On the official Lego Ideas website, here we go. Will they ever do something like this? Tell you what, Ryan, I don't know if that would be more fragile or not, but you can give it a go. You can give it a go. Right, now we've gone down a slippery slope. So you got Big Dave, Taker. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Roman Reigns, The Rock. There's Rhea, I think. It is. There we go. I found it, Jay. Rhea Ripley in minifigure form, just for you. There we go, with Michael Cole and Charlotte Flair. Did you know? Because you can buy these, obviously, in case people didn't realize. You can actually buy these now. I've seen these plenty of times. They are custom prints on Lego torsos. So I don't know if you can call that a knockoff or not, because it is an actual Lego plain torso that's then just been printed on, like they do at the Lego store. And then obviously you've just got different heads. So you can print all of these up, no problem. If you really wanted to, it's not that difficult to do. That's it. Lego King likes WWF. Absolutely. Save those pandas, Lego King. Absolutely. Jay would buy that. There we go. So Jay's all in on this. Oh, so save those pandas. Well, what you need to do, guys and girls, because you don't, and I know you don't, is get yourself over to the Lego Ideas website and support the idea. It's got 1,125 supporters. When it hits 10K, this might become Jay's dream. Who knows? Who knows? They've got more. It went live. It's been live less than a year. The only thing is they have used the Mattel version of Sergeant. Oh no, they haven't. It's Taker. I'll let them off. I thought that was a Mattel version of Sergeant Slaughter. Look at that. They've even told you, look, Jay. John Cena has WrestleMania 28 gear. You got WrestleMania 40 gear. Oh, 1,410 bricks using this project. It lasted. That has lasted just over a year. The original goal to submit this idea before WrestleMania 40, and now we're 2 months from WrestleMania 41. There we go. So if the WWE News Journalists can smell what the Lego Ideas is cooking, please support the support button. Well, there we go, Josh. So if you want to support Josh, create an account, sign in, and go for it, because it's on there. And there's so much stuff we never look at on this. I don't even jump over to this website, which is appalling. We never do. You never do. Don't tell me you sit there and look at all of these sets and think they're amazing. You never do until it hits 10K. I'm sure not any of you, because I haven't either, have voted for anything. I always forget to look at the Lego Ideas stuff. I'm on top of the Bricklink stuff. But all of this, I mean, look at that. There's a Christmas tree shop. That would be just Lego just needs to do something like that. That'd be amazing. Yeah, it just doesn't end. It just doesn't end. You got karate. You got all sorts of stuff. So what we've learned from this evening then is I don't so. WW got the F out of 22, Lego King, and I don't think Lego King understands, because WWF is now WWE. So they did a marketing campaign in 2002 where they had a lawsuit against the WWF, which was the Wild Federation. I can't remember what the other thing was, for the pandas. And they had to change it from F to E all the way back in 2002. So there you go, Lego King. You are now up to date in 2026. That is now no longer the World Wrestling Federation. And it is, there it is. There you go, World Wildlife Fund. Yeah, it was close. My most favorite thing with the World Wildlife Fund was the t-shirts that were made with the panda hitting a steel chair over the back of a panda. That was the best thing. So yes, they had, that was their actual campaign. So the F Out in 2002 is actually the campaign that they used to make everybody aware that WWF is now WWE, and you had to get the F out because they were going to get a lawsuit with the World Wildlife Fund to protect those pandas. So there we go. So Lego King, it's 2026, 23rd of January, 2026. So you are there we go. I remember that t-shirt. I think that was the best t-shirt ever. I think that t-shirt was amazing. Amazing. Yeah, it's this. The World Wildlife Fund for Nature. They had the panda, didn't they? This thing here. There we go. That's the logo up at the top, the WWF logo, where you can adopt an elephant and help everything else. And that was the panda that was hitting another panda over with a steel chair. But they had a lawsuit against them, and they had to change it because obviously this came around before. It took a long time though. This was founded in 1961. I know we're off topic now, but this was founded in 1961, and it took them until 2002 to get the F out, because they were trying to make it out that people were getting confused with wrestling and this, if I remember rightly. I think if I can remember all the way back to then. But yes, the campaign was good fun. But where's the... I'm trying to find the t-shirt now. There it is. We've got it. Oh, my favorite t-shirt. That's the one. There we go. So when that all came about, this was a t-shirt that kicked everything off. Oh, what a cool thing. It still tickles me to this day that they had to use it, that they thought, because I still can't quite understand. I still can't quite get to grasps of how they thought the funding wasn't going to the pandas, because you couldn't fund the wrestling at that time. I could have understood it if they had the network. You could then be like, oh yeah, okay, people are paying for the network and they're getting confused, but they should be sending £10 to save a panda. But this was done. This was done well before, and then all these T-shirts started to pop up, and I remember seeing these in town. Like that just tickles me. I'm such a child. Oh, it makes me chuckle. Good old memories of everything. But yeah, there we go, Lego King. So you are now up to date all the way through from 2002, and now you've just caught up with the ongoing gag in 2026. But yep, there we go. Pandas and wrestling. Can see why you're getting confused. Absolutely. Absolutely with that. Right, anything that you guys want to look at, or should we start to wrap it up? We covered quite a bit. Of course, there is this giveaway, which I really do like the looks of. And Ryan has said that this is already selling online. But to be fair, if it's online for 26, it's worth 24. So I don't begrudge getting a giveaway if it's this price. But it's when it's double. So I would refuse to get it if it was double. But I just don't think, because people will get this with everything, people might not want it, so they might just end up selling it. So I do want this. I was thinking of getting the Destiny's Bounty and getting this as the giveaway, but potentially I don't know if it's worth getting the bounty on double points or with a different giveaway, maybe getting this giveaway separately. I don't know strategically what to do. And obviously I do want the set that we were looking at before with the ice skating rink and stuff, which I think that does look really very, very smart indeed. I think that does look very nice. So yeah, I think that looks nice. So double point. So Jay's asking when double points happening. So double points has happened already on all Ninjago and the botanical. Sorry, that finished and then the next day this started. And if we've got our dates right, this finishes on the 28th, and the double points will start on the 29th, which is next Friday, isn't it? Because we're the 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. So yeah, this will finish on the 28th. Maybe it'll be a day, and then it'll be a weekend. So I'm assuming it'll be Friday to Monday. Well, this is a problem, isn't it? This is a bit of a problem because strategically, and I've stuck to it so far, I am building up the Ninjago stuff. I'm going very, very deep in Ninjago. But the bounty is retiring before Arkham. Arkham is at the end of the year. The bounty's in July. But I don't know if I prefer getting the bounty with this giveaway, because I think this giveaway is lovely. And I don't know if you're going to be able to get this giveaway for cheaper than £20. And at the moment, the bounty has £20 off in a sale. So if I got the bounty full price and paid 20 quid for this and got points, it'll be exactly the same. No, there's nothing you want though, Jay, is there really? So you're gonna have to wait until the next round of double points, because of course all you guys and girls are getting done. Did you get anything from? Did you go back in for anything for the Bricklink restock, Jay, or did you not even know about it? There's a full restock of Series 3 and Series 4. Loads and loads of people got their orders cancelled. Shibo was one of those. Well, that's it. Maybe that was a problem, Ryan. Maybe that's where that £10 went. I thought it was the end of the year. I thought it was the end of the year. Hang on, let me just get rid of the the wrestling pandas. What a t-shirt. Let's have a look before we wrap it up. We can't finish the stream that way, can we? Brick Fanatics is a website to go to. Good old Brick Fanatics for this. They'll give us the information we need. We'll go once it loads. We'll go straight to We'll go. So, as we know, UCS sets for Star Wars, Sail Barge, Falcon, and there we go. And the third one as well. So there's three big. The cheese is obviously the third one. Where is the tab? Right, here we go. That's Star Wars. Star Wars. D&D. Right, okay, so July 31st, 2026. This is Disney, though, so you can normally search by category, but where's the... Hang on. Is that going to work? No. Let me find it quickly. You can just look at the box artwork and that. I can move the thing quickly, because I know it's annoying when I move it really, really quickly. Because there's a thing where you should just be able to find it. We'll do it. We'll go through it together very, very quick. Screw it. So the Lego Ideas stuff, July 31st. You have got Dungeons and Dragons, Jaws, and the Magic of Disney's going. December, and again, this is Ideas. It is the Grand Piano, the Van Gogh artwork, the Nightmare Before Christmas for Jay. That's going on the 31st of this year. The Polaroid camera, the evolution of STEM, the Steamboat River, and Willy Wonka and his chocolate factory is on the chopping block. That got added while it was on ×2 points, right? Marvel, well, they're using the X-Men picture. And this has been updated, mind. So this has been updated this year. So they're still saying the X-Men Mansion's obviously going. So in July, Dancing Groot, the Mars Morales versus the Spot, which is a small thing, the Hulk and Thanos, Captain America and the Civil War. 31st, we've got some of the new stuff from January, as you can see, look. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sets there from January. The X-Men Mansion that came out in 24 is on the chopping block for December 31st. And I'm assuming Arkham or the X-Men Mansion might make it to Insiders Weekend, because there's going to be a lot of sets. There's a lot of big sets this year retiring, and especially with the UCS sets that are going. I wonder, I say this all the time, there's got to be a reason why they did the sail barge. That's all you've got to think of. Is like that sail barge is not going to make it back round to the Insiders Weekend or the Black Friday or anything, because they've still got two big Star Wars sets. Is Arkham and the X-Men Mansion going to make it? And then, of course, this was also in the big sale, wasn't it? So I don't think the Harry Potter set is going to make it that far again, because it would just be weird that they've done it twice in a row. Well, it's not going to make it again because it's retiring in July. So you haven't got hope in hell that is going to be going. And the Great Hall, I do believe that is the big set that all of you guys. So if anybody is balls deep in Harry Potter, I do believe 76435 is 76435. It is, yeah. The Great Hall is going. So that's it. So it's going to retire. It's all going to start retiring quickly. The second it's all out, it's going to start going. So you've got until the 31st of July to get that Great Hall. Otherwise, it's pointless, isn't it? Because that's the only one in July that's retiring. And then carrying on with the others, the Burrow goes this year, 31st December. So the Burrows is going. The nice purple night bus is on its way out. The Hogwarts classes are disappearing as well. The Book Nook Express is going. The Chomp Monsters, which was the giveaway they redid. Malfoy's going. See, that's a weird thing. They've already got Luna's Lovegoods house on there. So it came out the 1st of January, and it's going to be going in December. So I think what we will do is we will do a live stream like this and just go through everything so you guys and girls know what's coming. Jay hopes we get a new castle. Everyone back to your seats. Yeah, that's it. And then Nightmare Before Christmas, X-Men, Arkham Knee before the end of the year. Now, that's it, exactly. Yeah, well, they're going, so you got no choice. We'll do a deep dive into all of this better, because I can then type in the SKU number so you guys and girls can see it. And maybe I'll do that just on a random Friday. Maybe next Friday, if there's no new Lego news, we can just go over in detail for a couple of hours all the sets that are closed, retiring. Technic stuff, nobody knows what. I know what it all is, but you guys don't give a ball bag about that, do you? So let's just move on from this. Icons, big length. So we have got the Prime. So July is a big month for icons. Prime, Eiffel Tower, Pac-Man, Dune, the Kingfisher bird, the Retro Radio, Bumblebee, again, another Transformer. And then you've got Fountain Garden and the French Calf. That has all been taken off the shelf halfway through the year. Then in December, you've got the Garden, which only came out, that came out in 23, sorry. Natural History Museum is going this year. So that clearly now, nobody's going to be putting that into a sale unless at the halfway mark of this year, Argos get it, because they seem to do that. They seem to suddenly get random stuff, and they'll have it over Christmas, which means you've got one more shot to get it in a sale. If not, the History Museum might be the one that goes in Insider, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Everything is awesome from 2001. I'm not going to type in the SKU code on that. So yeah, there's tons and tons and tons of stuff. The architecture sets is the Statue of Liberty, the Great Pyramid Plaza, and then you've got the castle. So they're all big sets. But bearing in mind that the Statue of Liberty has been out in 18, the Great Pyramid, Gaza, whatever, 2022, and that was 2023. So yeah, we will go over these. There's Sean's Mona Lisa. That's retiring this year. We might have to save up and get that for him, because that goes in July along with the Great Wave. Ninjago, this is where it gets a little bit clenchy for me, because Thunderfang I would like, the Road to Master Dragon I would like, and then you've got the Temple Bounty. Well, out of all three of those, the Temple Bounty is the most important. And then also on that list, if you keep going all the way through, it is the Big Green Dragon. Obviously would be nice to have, but not necessary. But the Temple is on the list. They've added in all the January wave. I guess they're just doing that, aren't they? Because they can just spin them around quicker. But there is a Temple on there. Yeah, there it is. The Tournament City Temple. That's going to be mine by the end of the year. So yeah, maybe the bounty with this giveaway is maybe the better way to go for me, rather than getting anything double points. And then I don't know. Batman. Here we go. Arkham. It's still on the chopping block. Batmobile. It's the Batmobile, the classic '66 Batmobile. The beautiful looking thing is out on July going. Arkham is December on that list at the moment. If you want the Two-Face minifigure, you also have to try and pick one up before December 31st. Otherwise, obviously, then the prices are going to go up massively, because then people will start putting the price up on the minifigures, because, of course, they can't get hold of any more stock. Yes, I think what we're going to do then, Jay, is we are going to have to do a proper deep dive into this list. We might be worth. I think what we'll do, because it's going to take so long to get through this list, is what we're going to do next Friday. We'll just go over loads of stuff, get it up on the website quickly, and go back through it, because it's obviously been updated. Because there's lots, isn't there? Lots and lots of stuff from Marvel, lots of stuff from DC. Mario, again, it carries on. The list just carries on. The plant is. So don't forget, and this is the. We won't carry on. We'll carry on later. This is the thing that you guys and girls need to remember. If you thought, oh yeah, I was going to wait for the Insiders weekend. They have put so much stuff on the list for July that it's now like this month you have to get the stuff in a sale, because it won't last. So the Argos sale, for example, all of that stuff which was in a sale and had like an extra £50 off when you spent 200, all of that stuff is the stuff that's retiring in July, but it's now sold out from Argos. So all of a sudden, everybody gets funneled back to the Lego website, and it goes really quickly. So you really have to be extremely selective with your sets if there's anything that you want to be getting before July. So for me, Jay, your list's huge. I have gone through this list once. I know there's a lot of stuff on the list that you're going to want. So we'll be doing a deep dive with it. To be fair, I think that'd be a great addition to your chocolate factory. I think you could do that. Instead of baby oil, you could do that. Jay needs the Burrow and the Night Bus as well. So yeah, there's loads of stuff on that retiring list. So we will do a full-blown deep dive research next Friday, and just tuck into everything, because it's great. I could do it during the week. So if there's no decent news coming out during the week, we might just have to do it in 2 parts. If you guys and girls didn't mind, you might just have to do like a part 1 and part 2, because it's going to take so long to get through. That way we can do like an hour and a half and an hour and a half. But yeah, it's definitely needed to do. Sunday, I was going to do a Harry Potter, a Ninjago research for all of Series 1 and all of the minifigures and things like that, and try and look at those little bits and pieces. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we're done. So I think you guys and girls now can be dismissed. You can all start saying goodbye to each other. I will end the poll. 22 votes in. The giveaway and the Trox drew with 23% in second place, and Zelda took it at 45%. And nobody cared about the Easter egg for the Luigi. Maybe people didn't clock on to what that meant. But yeah, Luigi Easter egg was at 9%. So yeah, it's all good, sexy fun. Right, guys, I will say goodbye to everybody. Take care all. I'll let you guys say goodbye to each other, and then that is it. Done and finished. So hopefully you've enjoyed yourself, and hopefully you haven't spent too much money, and we'll see what the weekend brings. So got lots of bits and pieces to do, lots of pieces to think about, and lots of bits and pieces to discuss as per normal. And of course, well, we can't not see it one more time, can we? As you guys and girls are just starting to say goodbye to each other, we will finish. I'll just leave it on the screen for everybody. That's all we're going to do. All the sets that we could look at and all the things that could be shown off, we will just get these just up on the screen, just like that. There we go. we will let you guys and girls contemplate life before the stream ends with regards to anybody's going to be buying any of these at all. But from me, that is it, and I am done. So if you could like this video, and obviously if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care, and I'll catch you next one. Take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.